The Bills have won each of the last 7 meetings with the Dolphins.
The Dolphins feel extremely confident after that huge fourth-quarter comeback in Baltimore last week.
The visiting team is cooking in the direct sunlight.
Away we go from South Florida.
Third down.
Hard Rock Stadium, everybody go get your grills, man. Time to cook. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Fresh up off the wind, we was down but made it back. Purple smoke up in the air, that's that Raven pack. We was mad, disappointed in the first half. Came back and cleaned them up, that's the bird bath. Moving on now, team feeling strong now. Two time the anthem, we're about to learn the song now. We got Cheetah, defense beater. Slow them down, ain't got a chance. 17 through the scene, hit them with that water stand. Anyway, defense straight, got our stockpiling. We gon' dig a big hole for him and Josh Allen. We'll celebrate this week, but Sunday we are not smiling. Get your grills and make them hot. Flame them like that yellow light. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. DOLPHIN. 60 minutes in the game, we be playing to the end, and we COOK cooking buffalo, chefing at the Hard Rock, and we putting on a show. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo. Let's go. Cooking buffalo.
Hey, man, McDaniels, he's gonna need a wheelbarrow, man, for his nuts to carry around, man. He got a lot of cocoa on it, you know what I'm saying?
Miami, Florida, Dade County, 305. Yeah. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said they want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said they want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. Jalen Waddle with the catch, to a throw it, go fed. Big Mike with the route, O-line looking style. Miles G with the run, South Beach having fun. Other team gonna lose, don't care who boos. 305 is the place to be. If you don't believe me, just wait and see. Don't care what people really gotta say. Ride till I die, fins up every day. We winning the game, we going to a party. Spitting on the beat like Playboy Cardi. Gonna take a pic with Waddle. Gotta celebrate with the bottle. Dolphins about to win the dang ring. Grind and shine, bling bling. Don't give a what, look if you buck. Your team is so trash and they really just suck. His squad. Miami Dolphins, my squad. Aqua and orange on me every day. Shawty really about to be my bae. I'm always repping the 305. If you hate to leave, you can say goodbye. At the end of the day, Miami with the dub. After the game, I'll see you in the club. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said they want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said they want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 305 Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama and he's so stupid fast.
Hit squad representative. Big beats, we eat squads up for dinner. Legendary team, better watch how you approach it. If you can't swim, get tossed in the ocean. Get lost in the ocean. Bad attitude, we be causing commotion. Dade County boy, one claim South Beach. When the South Florida sports so low, the mouthpiece. MIAMIDWA, that's the way I vibe. Throw fins up, that's the way we ride. All around the globe, Dolphins worldwide. When I click with JB, then you know we made heat. Lead teams in the dark like it's new EP. Fans out of this world, we the new EP. Defense doing magic, making QB sleep. When we hit the field, then we get into the grind. Hear that touchdown song, then we get into the shine. Working every day so we can get back to the prime. If you check your clock, you can see it's 2 a time. Even if it ain't ticking, then the fans still there. Screaming out loud with our hands in the air. You either got a full cup or a can in the air. Win the Super Bowl, that's the plan this year. Yeah!
Gulf side of Florida, they said it want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama, and he's so stupid fast. On the Gulf side of Florida, they said it want a ring. But down in South Beach, yeah, we about to make a sting. 3 from Miami, we about to have a blast. Got a guy from Bama, and he's so stupid fast. MCJB.
Feel it coming in the air. Hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill. It's a dangerous love affair. Can't be scared when it goes down. Got a problem? Tell me now. Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight.
Said it, we are. This is Rock Nation. I know the whole city rising. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. My intuition told me this. To trust the coach, he holds a gift. He knowing when to go with fits. So we knowing when to switch. This year we got the golden pick. Time to see what that pick about. Bad vibes get sent out. Only fans up in this house. We been waiting, yeah, we been patient. Now it's time to cash out, no discount. Super Bowl, yeah, we in route. I don't know when, but it's close. I don't wanna overhype, but I just know I like it. So excited, league gon' notice now. You should notarize it. They say 2 or from that rock. Shout out to Samoa and now it's time to lay the smack down. You think he Dwayne Johnson? Time to be the people's champ. Hit him with the people's elbows, stick together like it's Velcro. You think you could stop us? Hell no, all day I dream about sports. I think I need some Chateau custom with some Dolphins colors, just to let them know we here. Yeah, I know the whole city rising. A little early, it's a bit surprising. Business moves, now we enterprising. Switch it up, now we improvising. Go to get in the winter column. Whole squad been trained to go. Fins for life, we throw the foe. Singing this just to welcome bro. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time. Time to grind, time to shine. To a time, to a time. To a time, to a time.
To a time, to a time. Really hope he the man. Hope we found us a gem, like the Heat found Bam. Wanna take time to thank Fitz, cause he put on a show. But the young man up, in the whole city know. Time to catch all the blessings, cash out on investments. Ball out, don't choke, Fins want all the smoke.
Falling down on the sidelines.
Help is on the way.
Telling the fans, help is on the way.
808 touchdown.
MCJB.
Hey, Khalid, slap that boot.
DJ Flair, make the money flare.
Going crazy about the fiends, know we really about to win. Jalen Waddle too fast, he Mozart with the dash. Clocking in, it's 2 a time, I was running through the line. 305 all day, ready now, we gonna play. Spitting on the beat, you better watch out for the fins. We going to the Super Bowl and really gonna win. 3 from Miami, Dolphins here to stay. Best be ready, cause we not just here to play. Cheater with the catch, do it, throw it, go fish. Big Mike with the route, old line looking stout. Aqua orange all day, 305 every day. Fins up, have a blast, defense, make them crash. 2 with the ball, wide receiver gonna catch it. Jalen with the touchdown, Waddle with it. Baker with the hit stick, like he had a mod. Byron X, you know they both clamp God. Fins up. Fins up.
What is up, everybody? Thank you for tuning into the Phinsaholics Show. I am your host, Batman2423. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, ladies and gentlemen. Batman is back. I know I didn't do a show on Friday, unfortunately, for the happy hour, but we did do a happy hour show on Thursday. So I appreciate everybody coming in. Everything that I had to ship out, for the most part, has been shipped out. I still have like about 2 addresses I didn't get, but everybody else, everything is in the mail. I shipped everything out. So thumbs up. You should be getting it sometime this week for everybody that's patiently waiting for their items. Everybody, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Again, we got I finally set up the new microphone. Again, shout out to the homie Roach. Set up the new microphone. Got the Rodecaster plugged in. I just want a thumbs up from everybody in the comment section. If you can hear me loud and clear. Raphael, your stuff is coming in. And listen, if Dieter signed with the Texans, you know, Batman over here is going to be very happy about that. So I hope it's true. Fingers crossed. But yeah, just give me a thumbs up in the comment section real quick, everybody. I see everybody. I see Cruz Ruiz, CT in the house. I see Jose Valdez, Rafael in the house, Green Rat Concrete, Aladino in the house, Canes Dolphins 89. What's up? Thumbs up. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate everybody. So yeah, I'm working with the Rodecaster. It's my first time using it. So I've been wanting this piece of equipment for a very long time, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about 3 years, almost 4 years. I've been wanting this piece of equipment. So I'm very excited. I'm ecstatic. I'm not going to lie. I'm learning. I'm still trying to figure out. It's my first show using it. And again, I want to make sure level 2 noob said no. But what up, David? What's going on, everybody? But yeah, transpired over the weekend, man. Saturday, we were actually able to take part. Shout out to David. We were actually able to see the facility that we're hosting this big party April 28th. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a very exclusive party. Red carpet event. We're working on the details as far as we can get an athlete. Hopefully we can get a Dolphins player. We're working on that as we speak. I am going to get information on that tomorrow. And, you know, we're doing big things as far as details, as far as the place. We're going to get into it. Before I get into the sponsors real quick, I just want to show y'all a video. Again, this is just a preview of what the facility looks like, just so you can keep your eye on it. Again, it's going to be a party like no other. We're going to do a draft party for the day 2 for the Miami Dolphins. I'm going to be hosting a show live there. And again, we're going to have live music. Might work with a DJ. It's going to be a party, ladies and gentlemen, like no other. We were able to check out the facility, the venue on Saturday. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I think anybody out there that's interested in a good time, it's going to be, we got some wine. We're going to have Vessasur Beer, Miami Dolphins beer, sponsor the show. We're going to have them out there as far as distributing beer. So we're going to have a great time. Everybody, if you like a little wine, we want to have some beer, we're going to have a little bit of everything for it. But this is what the venue looks like, everybody. Enjoy. Going to be awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Again, sponsor the show, Tailgating 305. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're trying to get some custom Dolphins memorabilia, it doesn't have to be necessarily Miami Dolphins. It could be Miami Heat. It could be anything. It could be for your business. Make sure you hit up Tailgating 305 on Instagram. If not, ladies and gentlemen, I have in the description of the show, if you want to reach out directly to Christian via email, this is where you want to reach out to him. Again, he could do business logos. He could do anything for your man cave, women cave, for where you have your Dolphins memorabilia. Again, it could be anything as far as you want in particular. Custom work, he does it all. And he does custom plaques. They're not necessarily to be chains, as you saw in the video. They can be plaques. They have hooks in the back. Any size, he can make it. He can make it happen. He's fulfilling orders right now as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. He has a lot of orders. Make sure you get it in before the season starts. It gets a little hectic, gets a little crazy, but make sure you hit Tailgating 305. It's a sword, ladies and gentlemen. Best beer company down here in South Florida. Come out to Wynwood. Address is 55 Northwest 25th Street, Miami, Florida, 33127. They got good beer on draft, ladies and gentlemen. They got good beer in the fridge. It's a good family event. You could bring your kids before 8 p.m. They serve amazing, amazing, amazing beers, and they got good food, ladies and gentlemen. They got music sometimes with the DJ playing, depending on what night you go. But it's basically an environment, ladies and gentlemen, down here in Wynwood. If you do come out, let Batman know. Make sure I'll reach out. We'll link up and we'll have a beer together. And if you want to try, again, great beer. This is the place to be, ladies and gentlemen. Sponsor the show, Vessasur. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Estrella Insurance. If you live in the state of Florida, you're trying to get some, save yourself some money on car insurance. They help me out. I'm saving $94 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you contact Nubia. Let them know Batman2423 sent you from the Phinsaholics. Number is 954-903-5566. Again, you got to be living in the state of Florida. They what they do as far as the insurance is auto, trucks, boats, motorcycles, home and flood, commercial, life, health, truck, and business. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit them up. Again, number is 954-903-5566. Make sure you contact Nubia. Let them know Batman send you. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a raffle going on for the month. Ladies and gentlemen, the new raffle is the Christian Wilkins custom PSA throwback autograph jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get into it, it's $10 Cash App, $Phinsaholics, or you could do PayPal, Batman2423. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be giving away this jersey at the 725 mark. Let me see what transpired over the weekend. Again, Batman was disconnected a little bit from football, but shout out to everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 700 subscribers. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. That's what's up, ladies and gentlemen. We're 25 subs from the autograph jersey. Let's get these subscribers up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, just let people know. If you got friends and family, you got anybody out there that's interested in Miami Dolphins, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, Batman cooks throughout the week. This week I might go 3 to 4 days this week, but we're gonna have some fun. And definitely on Friday we're gonna be doing the happy hour show. I know that's everybody's favorite time to get into, and you get an opportunity to get into the raffle for the Wilkins jersey via $10 buying me a shot or a drink. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to take part on the Christian Wilkins, we're 25 subs away. And again, this could happen by the end of the week. It could happen by next week. It depends on y'all. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let people know Batman cooks on the evenings, ladies and gentlemen. Again, normally, I'm at 8:30, but today, first day back at work on a Monday, it's a little rough. So I came back on 9. So more than likely tomorrow, yes, you will catch me at 8:30. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, let everybody know that Batman's cooking. So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, throughout the weekend, we signed Malik Reed, outside linebacker. We did sign a punter from the New England Patriots. We lost a couple guys. I understand people were disappointed about Morstead, obviously going to the Jets signing. He was my number one current Dolphins from last team that I wanted back. I had him at about 2 years, $7 million that I wanted him back here for Miami. Unfortunately, we went with another one. We did go with a Pro Bowl punter from the Patriots, but we'll see how it goes. I know he had an injury last season, but we'll see how it goes and transpires going forward. We lost Trent Sherfield today, ladies and gentlemen, to the Buffalo Bills. I was a big fan. I had him highlighted as one of the key pieces for the Miami Dolphins to bring back. Unfortunately, obviously, with the Barrios news, maybe we felt like Sherfield priced himself out of Miami. And we don't know the details yet. I mean, as of right now, I have not heard the details of the Trent Sherfield contract. So I don't know if anybody out there has seen anything, heard anything as far as the numbers. If you have, make sure you put it in the comment section and let me know. But we'll see. I mean, rumor had it that he priced himself out. Obviously, Mac Hollins signing with the Atlanta Falcons. I was hoping for a return. I was a big fan of Mac Hollins. I met him about 2 years ago down in Wynwood prior to free agency, and we were talking numbers. And I asked him, what are you looking to get paid? And he told me somewhere between 7 and 9. He ended up signing with the Oakland, Las Vegas Raiders for a cheap contract. And I always, I've always been with the mindset if he was able to gain about 10 to 15 pounds of muscle, he would be a serviceable tight end, especially for the Miami Dolphins. He can block, he can catch. He's a good locker room guy. I thought he would have been a perfect fit in Miami. For whatever reason, it didn't happen. Obviously, Dalton Reisner is still out there, left guard from the Denver Broncos. I'm intrigued. I mean, I know he would cost around $9.5 million. I'm very intrigued. I know Miami Dolphins, I know numbers came out today per Barry Jackson as far as what the Dolphins had as far as the salary cap, and we're talking less than $10 million. So again, we're waiting on the pending $13 million that we're probably going to get from June 2nd. No, not probably. June 2nd, we made it official that we're going to get that Byron Jones money after we cut him officially post-June first cut. So June 2nd, that money hits the books. You do got to take into account the draft, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we only got 4 picks, but you do have to allocate some of that money going into the draft unless Chris Greer is going to trade these picks. We know the rules, ladies and gentlemen. F them picks. That's how we roll. Another situation you got to see restructures. Are they going to finally restructure Agba? That could save some money. Are they going to restructure Xavier Howard? These are all things that Miami Dolphins definitely do to make ways to find extra money to be part of the salary cap. Obviously, giving Christian Wilkins, we're all waiting on the Christian Wilkins extension. Is it going to happen? I know he has 1 more year left on his contract. Is it going to happen? These are all factors that can save money for the Miami Dolphins. Christian Wilkins could save the Miami Dolphins around $4 million, and extending Connor Williams, their center, could possibly give us an additional $5 million. So we're talking about the Miami Dolphins potentially having about $30 million post June 1st as far as salary cap. That being said, if we don't, obviously before we pay our draftees, before we do anything else, but you do have to extend Christian Wilkins, you do have to extend Connor Williams to make that additional $9. But we'll see. I mean, for the most part, the Miami Dolphins, Chris Grier has been filling out the roster. I know it's not the sexy names, it's not the sexy guys as far as that we wanted to bring in the sexy pigs that everybody wanted in Miami. Christopher Grier, what he's doing, he's filling out the roster. I mean, I know a lot of people and the fan base are saying that we're very top heavy as far as the assets that we've been able to accumulate in the last 2 years, going from Tyreek to Bradley Chubb to getting Jalen Ramsey a couple Sundays ago. So at the end of the day, the Miami Dolphins definitely are filling out the roster, and that's something that, we much appreciated. And we're trying to add depth to this team. The offensive line to me still remains an issue. I understand that we're running it back. Again, Batman started this trend back in December after the collapse on Christmas Day of the Miami Dolphins with the Green Bay Packers. I started the hashtag running back 2023 with reinforcements. You brought back the running back room. Cool. Thumbs up. I'm all for it. But you got to fix his line. What the Miami Dolphins are basically telling us is, basically Feeney could be the left guard, the starting left guard. He could fight it with Eichenberg. We know Eichenberg's going to lose that job. And maybe it'll be between Feeney and Robert Jones for left guard. And what the Miami Dolphins are trying to tell us is that Austin Jackson will be the right tackle. Now, again, things can change in the draft. Dolphins do have a second round pick, number 52 overall. And I'm leaning into the Dolphins could possibly lean into an offensive tackle or a tight end, depending on who's available at 52. So we're going to see. I know we got a couple, we got about a little more than a month left before the draft. I know a lot of us are going to be continuing to do mock drafts. We're going to be talking about, what the Dolphins potentially might do in the draft. I wouldn't surprise me the Dolphins drafted a right tackle and a center for whatever reason you want to say that on that. There's a lot of good linemen in this draft, very heavy, top heavy, very good. Not even top heavy throughout the whole draft. I know a lot of us, including myself, it sounds a little bit hypocritical. We're talking about Christopher Grier, basically not drafting linemen. He sucks, right? We all know that that's his kryptonite. That's one thing the man can't do is draft good offensive linemen. He doesn't hit. He can hit on other positions, defensive backs and stuff like that. But for some reason, he just can't hit on offensive linemen besides Robert Hunt. Now, that being said, what if McDaniel and Butch Berry are the ones in charge of drafting the offensive linemen? Again, McDaniel has not been able to bring in his offensive linemen from the draft of his choosing. We all know the system he runs. We know the system, the kind of guys he needs on the offensive line. Can McDaniel be the one that makes the picks? And it's very possible. So if we're not going to get certification if this was a McDaniel guy or this is Grier just getting his scouting team and taking a guy. I know that's going to drive us insane for the most part, but at the end of the day, we gotta just hope and pray, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I know last couple days, I know the TFTG group, the homies at TFTG were basically with the all positive mindset and going forward as far as being able to have a positive approach with everything and not basically downplay any of the Dolphins off-season moves. But a lot of people were basically saying they were capping. The homie Lewis, that's my homie. And I understand. Listen, a lot of people really called them out, especially Capitan, basically saying that he has no sources. And at the end of the day, people don't understand that when you're a part of this Dolphins community, you build a lot of relationships as far as people you meet, and you get to meet some people that are very special that are not in the social media world. And my end, I don't speak for Capitan, but on my side, the people I speak to don't have social media. And when I'm fed a little bit of information that I think I want to share with the community, I'm going to share it. Again, it's not, written in stone. It's not written in permanent marker. This is stuff I just want to share with you that it was shared with me. I don't have to share with you, but at the end of the day, we're going to talk Fins, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do. We talk Miami Dolphins. That's what we love to do. That's what we're here for. So at the end of the day, you take things with a grain of salt. I remember about 3 weeks back, almost 4 weeks now, I was talking about Jalen Ramsey, that Christopher Grier was definitely intrigued by the option of adding him to the team. We heard the Lions were potentially wanting to give a first round, and the Fleece King himself, Grier, came in, traded a bag of potatoes and Hunt Jalen Ramsey. So I laugh. It just, for me, is surprising. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I dropped the link. Y'all welcome to come. I see Bleezy in the house. What's going on, Bleezy? We haven't seen you in a while. What's up, Bleezy? I dropped the link, ladies and gentlemen. Jump on with me. I want to check out this roadcaster while we do the show. Give me a thumbs up. How y'all feel about it? What's up, Adam in the house? What's going on, Adam? Let me give a shout out real quick to everybody that has come in so far. I see David. Like I said, what's up, David? We in the house. Bleezy again in the house. Rafael, yeah, I did send it out, so hopefully you get it by the end of the week. MCJB in the house. Shout out for MCJB helping me out earlier, trying to see if this roadcaster was working, ladies and gentlemen. John Fernandez, let's go. He said, let's fucking go, Fins family. Let's do it. Get those ads in, Batman. Yeah, I appreciate it. I gotta get those. I gotta get those in. That's what I did. That's, sponsors the show, ladies and gentlemen. Carlos in the house said, what's the deal with Henry? Is this smoke for real? Because I keep seeing all sorts of info out there. So the situation with King Henry, if the price is right for him, I think Greer will pull the trigger. I'm hearing as high as 2 second-round picks. That's what they want for him, which is ridiculous. At the end of the day, Greer's not going to lose on a trade. Even though we've brought all our 4 running backs back, I could see Miami doing the move. But right now, technically, if you want to get technical, Miami doesn't have the money for Derrick Henry. Again, we could restructure. We can move some things around. Of course, you can make money. But as of the current moment, we don't have the financials to make that move work. Mike D in the house. Oh, and by the way, Carlos, yes, I would love to add him. Believe me, King Henry, best running back in football for the last couple of years. I don't care what anybody says. Again, last year he came out in second, statistically wise, had about 1,536 yards with 245 attempts. Was ridiculous, through the roof, with the 32nd ranked worst offensive line in the league, and we still be able to put up those numbers. Granted, he's going to come out here. Our O-line's better. And we're talking about Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle over the top with a better quarterback than what he had last year. I don't care what anybody says. Y'all Tannehill lovers, you're not going to sit here and tell me that Tannehill's better than Tua. Y'all ridiculous. So I don't even want to get to that, at least last year. So at the end of the day, yeah, he's coming to a better system. And he's going to come in here, and you can't stack the box with Derrick Henry. King Henry's a beast. You got to pay him respect. You got to pay him his dues. And if you stack the box, Tua's going to blow you over the top with Waddle and Tyreek. The craziest, most explosive offense we will probably witness in our lives. And again, a lot of us got to see the greatest show on turf with the Rams. But yeah, that would top that off, because you're not going to tell me that, Tyreek Hill is probably not better, if not will be better than those receivers as far as an Isaac Bruce. You can make an argument for Marshall Faulk and Derrick Henry, but I mean, look, no disrespect to Marshall Faulk is what he's done in his career, but Derrick Henry's the king. There's a reason why they call him the king. Again, Derrick Henry is a beast. But yeah, let's bring in Bleezy in the house, and let's get Ron Wagner. What's going on, everybody?
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Batman?
What's up, Batman?
How's everybody doing?
The building.
What's up, Bleezy?
What's up, Ron?
Bleezy? What's up, Ali?
Hey, Ali. Yes, sir.
What's up, Bleezy? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Good seeing you guys, man. Good seeing you, Batman. You rock, bro. You rock.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it.
We missed you all weekend, buddy.
Let's get it. What's up?
So how's everybody doing today? I'm
a little pissed off of Trent Sherfield.
I'm not gonna lie.
Pissed off at Sherfield? Hey, yeah. Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron. Let me tell you something about Trent Sherfield. He just got beat. He just got beat out by Braylon Sanders. Is what happened with him.
Braxton Berrios too. Don't forget about Berrios.
And Berrios. But let me tell you something. People don't know, because I went to Ole Miss, and I'm a huge Ole Miss fan. And Braylon Sanders started at receiver as a true freshman at Ole Miss with DK Metcalf and AJ Brown, and he was wide receiver 3.
That's so
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's going on, Wicked Fubar?
I was looking at
What's
it.
up? David.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What's up, David? I was looking at it in the sense of the fact that if you look at the Buffalo Bills receiving core, they're looking to rebuild that room anyway. They just let go of Isaiah McKenzie. There's rumors that Stephon Diggs is already have his bags packed. He already cleared out his entire Instagram. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yep.
And the only thing he's following on Instagram is Dallas. Come on, that guy's twerking for Dallas more than anybody else.
Right. Hey, and I don't mean to shortchange Sherfield. Sherfield's a good receiver.
No, don't get me wrong. He is a good receiver, but I'm looking at it in the sense that maybe he thinks that he can go there and get a lot more hits than he can in our situation. Come on, the reality is the passing game here is Waddle and Tyreek. There's no way of getting around that. Yeah, he got more than Gesicki, but I think he wants to, he's young enough. He wants to see if he can do more. So, if that's what he thinks, if he thinks he needs an elite quarterback to be an elite receiver, then by all means, go to Buffalo. But true elite receivers in the long run, this is where I want to land right here. True elite receivers don't need the elite quarterback. And that's what makes the difference between Tyreek and Waddle versus a Trent Sherfield. Just my opinion.
Hey, everybody, let's welcome Wicked Fubar and David. What's going on, everybody?
What's up, guys? Ali, you're 100% right. Tyreek even said, "Hell, let anybody throw me the ball. I'll get 12."
Hey, real quick, everybody, just a real quick thing. I posted on Twitter today. I was able to come across a very, 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 very rare pair of earrings. If anybody's interested, let me know, because I am trying to buy myself up to get a Dolphins pendant. And if anybody's interested, I know people are tagging Tyreek Hill. I mean, I'm willing to negotiate if Tyreek Hill wants them. Let me just show you guys what it looks like. It's very rare. It's 14 karat gold, 1996 Miami Dolphins gold earrings. And they are by Michael Anthony, designed in 1996. Again, they are 14 karat gold. If you're interested, if anybody's interested, just let me know. Let me know.
That's the first year of the new Dolphin, right? When Jimmy started?
This is this is the design that is still inherits a little bit of the early 90s. Before we got into the 2000 logo. So again,
that's
this is
a third logo, I think.
Yes. So this is very unique piece. Again, you could look for it on the internet. They came out in 1996. The piece I'm trying to get is from 1986. So I'm willing to work something out. If anybody out there is interested, again, for anybody that likes wearing earrings, this is a very beautiful piece, 14 karat gold, 1996 Miami Dolphins. I myself have the exact piece in a pendant on my neck, but this is from 1986. I'm trying to get the bigger piece, the bigger version of the one that I have on my neck. But yeah, if anybody's interested, just let me know.
If I had the dress to go with it, I might.
No worries. But yeah, how do y'all feeling? David, you want to get in here and you want to tell everybody about Saturday, how it went down, and what everybody has looking forward, what to expect come April 28th?
Bro, it's going to be nuts, bro. It's going to be like insanity. This thing, I mean, you saw it, Batman. It was crazy. Nice, mellow, place to relax and chill. You got the courtyard in back. I mean, it's crazy. There's going to be like 150 people there coming. I'm telling you.
It's going to be a party. It's definitely going to be a party.
It's going to be nasty. I told you like the place. Didn't I say it?
Yeah, you were right. You're 100% right about that. I'm not going to lie. 50 in the room, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button. It's going to be a party, though, ladies and gentlemen. April 28th. If you're down in South Florida.
Tickets are going to be out soon. Get them while they're hot, bro. I'm telling you, get them when you can.
Tickets will be up on Eventbrite very soon. We're working out the kinks. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, all I can say is a preview. It's going to be a party. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, red carpet event, cameras. We're talking all the works, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a party. It's going to be definitely going to be a party. And again, we're going to be doing live show from watching the draft on at the event. It's going to be a blast. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited. I'm lost for words. I'm not going to lie. I'm lost for words, but it's going to be a party.
Is that in Kansas City this year?
If the what?
Where's the draft this year? In Kansas City?
Mm-hmm. It's in Kansas City.
Yep.
No, the real draft is at the wine bar that we went to on Saturday. That's where it's going to be at.
Yeah, great point, AB. Barrios is a returner too. Sherfield wasn't. The thing about Barrios, it's funny because we were talking about how we give names to players. Tyreek Hill being the cheetah, Jalen Waddle's the penguin. If the word bumblebee comes to mind, we're talking about Megatron. Like, the best receiver I've ever seen as far as a combination of speed and strength was probably Megatron. And when you have a name like Megatron, it's that just sets you apart from a lot of people. Again, Randy Moss, he had Randy Moss speed, not quite Randy Moss's hands, but very good. And he had Terrell Owens' body. It's like the combination of both. It's just insane.
Great route runner too.
Very good route runner. But again, Randy Moss set himself apart from everybody else with his hands. But Megatron was no slouch. He was very good. He can catch the ball with his hands. He was a beast. But yeah, Bumblebee will be known as Braxton Berrios from now going forward. We're going to be calling him Bumblebee on those kick returns and everything. So we're going to see how it goes. And shout out to D1 for that. I do want to.
Batman. Hey, Batman. Yeah. Why don't you do a poll and see who they want? I mean, gotta be. I don't know, second tier. Maybe, Javon Holland type player. See who they want to come to the
event.
To the event, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna be speaking to ZSM Sports tomorrow with Zachary. He comes from he was supposed to call me on Sunday, but he just texted me about 10 minutes ago while we were live, saying that he gets back from his trip tomorrow. So he's gonna call me tomorrow when he lands in Miami. And I'm going to get all the athletes. He has about 7 athletes signed. So we're going to see which Dolphin players are willing to do it. And we're going to get pricing and stuff like that. And we're going to take a poll who you guys want to see as far as at the event.
I wish it could be any Dolphin, but it can be only the 7, correct?
Yeah, because definitely you have different companies that represent different athletes. So Tyreek Hill, Waddle, and Tua, they are part of Fanatics. So Fanatics is exclusive. They're exclusive deals with Fanatics. So he has Zach Zeiler. He has Javon Holland. He has McKinley III. He has Cater Kohu.
How about Mike White? Yeah, that guy's got to be a blast. You see his,
Not yet. He might be working a Salvan Ahmed. That's the top of my head right now that I know for sure.
You guys also have retweet, right?
He has legends too. He has Ronnie Brown, Sam Madison, Patrick Surtain. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna work something out. What's going on, Manny?
Hey, Todd, what's up, Todd?
What's up, Batman? Hey, I tell you what, I'm not mad about our punter going to the Jets because they're probably gonna need him more if Rodgers doesn't show up.
Yeah, our punter may only play a couple games this year.
I tell you what, if we get Henry, he'll definitely be playing only a couple games.
Who was it? Buffalo that didn't punt the first 5 games 2 years ago? The first 5 games that they played, they didn't punt.
Who?
Buffalo, I think, 2 years ago.
Yeah, I believe it. I would believe it. I'm not gonna lie, I believe it.
And you know what, though, man?
Batman. I'm getting some feedback, so I'm gonna jump off, and I'll try and jump on later. You guys,
you probably got like a phone call that came in, and you probably declined it, so that's why you're getting a little bit of feedback.
Okay, yeah. Let me. I'll try and jump back on.
Take care, dude.
I appreciate it.
Hey, was anybody else surprised that we lost Sherfield and not Cedric Wilson after getting
No. I'm only gonna say. I only say this right now because I think Sherfield wanted more than we were willing to give him.
Right.
And the fact that Cedric, if we get rid of Cedric right now, we can still get money.
Right. But here's the thing, though. When we got Berrios, I figured, okay, that's it for Wilson because Wilson really he started to come on as a returner last year, and that's about it. He had the one return, in Buffalo. But
how many weeks did that take?
Yeah, but now that we got Berrios to return kicks, I thought Wilson was going to be, obsolete.
Yeah. I think they might still try to find a trade on draft day. You never know. I know I've heard Dallas wants him back.
Yeah, but Dallas just signed Brandon Cooks. They just traded for Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, and if Diggs wants to go there, that's going to take care of that one.
That's the other thing, Ron. Dallas actually needs more than just Cooks. Cook's only one piece of the puzzle. They need more
Yeah,
receivers.
but hold up. But what if Diggs does want his way out to Dallas?
That is something. That is something.
Didn't they just get Brandon Cooks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd have
Texas traded to Dallas. Yeah.
So their receiving core potentially, if Stephon Diggs gets traded, would be CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Stephon Diggs. That's
isn't it funny what Dallas used the money for when they traded traded Cooks?
That's true.
They went ahead and got Dallas's tight end from last year.
The Texans also gave him half.
Yeah, he should have been our tight end.
They gave him $9 million, I think, towards Cooks' salary.
And what's ridiculous is that Dalton Schultz signed a super cheap deal too.
1 year, $9 million.
Up to $9 million.
But hold on. What about CJ? What about CJ's deal to the damn Detroit?
That was a steal, bro. That was
1 year, $8 million.
1,000%. 1,000%. Sucks, man. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, like, listen, I understand that we all looked at names that we all wanted, and some of us collectively wanted it together. CJ, hell of a player. You know, there was rumors that I heard today. I didn't even know about this with CJ, that basically he wasn't a very good locker room guy.
That makes
transferring back from the Saints, not just from the Eagles, but from the Saints going into the Eagles. I mean, I'm not saying that the Dolphins don't look at guys that are not, you know, they're not particularly good in the locker room, but if that's something that may, again, at the end of the day, people need to understand that I know that a lot of people were frustrated with the Jalen Ramsey signing because you say, okay, a lot of the money was allocated to that. And basically that is not true. That's BS. Obviously, you know, with the restructure being only about 1 point something million, it could be up to 4 million for the season with incentives, but you're talking about a $4 million cap hit for a top 3 corner in the league, regardless of how you feel about him. And at the end of the day, people can't justify, oh, you wanted something, you did Jalen Ramsey.
You're wrong, Batman. You're wrong.
What?
Remember what he said? He goes, I'm not a corner.
Yeah, that's right. He's a defensive back.
Yeah,
he'll play safe. He'll play safety. He'll play corner. He'll go wherever the coach wants him to go.
Last time I checked, the Dolphins had him. They did have him listed as a safety, which is beyond me. But
you gotta love a player who wants to play here and is willing to do whatever the coach says he wants.
Of course, and he said it in his press conference. And at the end of the day, you got to be excited. You got to be excited about it. At the end of the day, it's just excitement. Now, going back to CJ, yes, we wanted him. I don't care about the non-locker room stuff, but you got to understand, Fangio. When Fangio came in here, I was given word, and we talked about it in the Twitter Spaces. You know, basically, Fangio, McDaniel, and Greer would be sitting down together, analyzing the team, and seeing what pieces they could bring in to improve the roster. Again, you bring in a Jalen Ramsey. We know Jalen Ramsey wanted to come to Miami. It's come out of his mouth. That's the team he wanted to go to. That's the team he wanted to be ultimately, and that's where he ended up getting traded. Tyreek Hill, same realm last season. That being said, you do got to take in the fact that what if Jalen Ramsey, again, we didn't know Tyreek was going to become available. Greer approached McDaniel. He said, hey, would you want to get Tyreek Hill? And he goes, if you can get Tyreek Hill, get him. That's what he said. Could it be that Greer told Fangio, hey, we can get Jalen Ramsey. Do you want to go get him? And Vic Fangio said, hell yeah, if you can get him, get him. Absolutely. And now you're talking about you're adding a piece to this team that's going to improve the roster. And people are mad because we didn't need a corner, blah, 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 blah. It's all BS that we hear. But you brought in a player that is going to improve the team. We were, I think, ranked 28th, 29th in the league as far as pass coverage. So you're not going to sit here and tell me we didn't need a corner. You could justify that, yes, we do need a middle linebacker. We did need one. We needed to address it. I'm not sure the Dolphins are completely done addressing it. They might address it with another guy in the draft. But we did address a big issue that we had in the cornerback room. We did. By losing Byron Jones for last season did not help the Miami Dolphins. And if you're really going to sit here and complain and say we needed linebackers, because granted, it's obvious. You look at the roster, it's our weakest link on paper, the linebacker room, and it's been like that for many, many years. But you're going to sit here and tell me that you go and you make the adjustments, right? You understand you're bringing in Big Fangio, which obviously he knows linebackers. He knows what he can get as far as the players he's going to coach or what he wants in the draft or what he wants in free agency. And if Big Fangio's telling you thumbs up on the Jalen Ramsey, we got to see what we do with that. Because
you know what?
Think of what Jalen Ramsey's effect's going to have on guys like Cater Kohu, Nick Needham,
100%.
You know,
see, here's the thing. Ramsey, I think, is going to be playing more safety than he is corner with Kohu, and we're bringing back Nick Needham in the slot. You know what I mean? If you look at that, him over top with Kohu, plus his speed down into the box.
Forget they signed Sean.
Yeah, but with the defensive backs right now, we went from like having no depth to one of the deepest parts of the team right now.
And if they're listing him as a safety, I bet you that's why Poyer went back to Buffalo.
No, because they also signed a safety. They got this guy, Deshaun. What's his name? Deshaun Elliott.
Elliott from the Detroit Lions.
This guy, he can hit. He can lay the wood. He covered pretty good. He plays long. I'm not so sure.
I think he's your insurance policy for Brandon Jones more than anything. If Brandon doesn't come back with his health,
I think you're going to see Fangio put Ramsey everywhere. I don't think he's going to be.
Oh yeah.
No, what do you guys think about this?
Safety, I bet you he's going to be getting a lot of snaps at safety.
Is it possible that we have the shortest, smallest receiving, the three smallest receivers in the league?
Cedric Wilson's not that
small.
No, I'm talking about Barrios, Hill, and Waddle.
But you do got to factor. You do got to factor for now. You do got to factor easy. He's like 6'2", 6'3". No, actually, no. He's like 6'1", 6'2". And Wilson's about the same.
The smallest.
I don't think Barrios gonna start. Look, Barrios is gonna be a beast, and he's special teams. He's special teams.
Hey, you know who Barrios reminds me of though? Like everybody's been saying, he reminds me of a young Wes Welker.
Right, or Cole Beasley. I was going to say the same.
But a little faster. But he's
a Wes Welker.
I don't think they have like playing time, respected to this kid. But there's a type of kid that plays himself onto the field in practice, in games. He makes plays, and somehow he gets on the field. He did it with the Jets. Somehow
not just that. He's very fast too.
He's not so. He's quick more than fast. Because in the open field, they said he's not a burner, but he's got that twitch.
Since we're on the subject, let's put the video Jalen Ramsey posted today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ourselves hyped. We're in the offseason.
I saw that video. It's awesome.
Let's get ourselves hyped. Let's do it.
I know what I bring into the locker room, just my energy, my swag, my passion, my love.
This team is going to take a huge jump.
Those who say maybe Jalen's past his prime, what do you say?
All right.
We're going to let the band deal with this.
Jalen Ramsey, the best in the game.
Welcome to Miami, man.
In my A-style. Old school.
Welcome to Miami, boys. Get up. 105.
Okay. What's up? Shut up. Okay. What's up? Okay. Shut up. Okay. What's up? Okay. What's up? Shut up, bitch.
What's your profanity?
Would you like anything to drink?
I'm telling you, the way him and X get along, it's going to make our defense so much better.
I was just going to say, Byron
100%.
Jones and X didn't get along at all. In fact, Byron called him out when he was holding out for his contract.
And then what does Byron do? Sit out all last year because of his money.
Exactly the same thing. And to see guys like getting along and having that chemistry, and being two of the top players in the NFL. Man, I cannot wait to see what they do.
Well, when X did his pro day, Jalen Ramsey heard where it was and went to watch it, and they became friends back then.
That's awesome.
They came out the same draft.
Batman, I gotta go. You guys have fun. We're gonna have the biggest party, the 28th of April. Let's get it rolling, and we'll talk to you guys later.
All
right, David.
All right, David.
So, Batman, I heard something different from you, though.
What's up, Batman?
I heard something different.
What?
I heard they're looking only for a second round and a third day pick for King Henry.
I heard that.
Yes. So it could be. Look, it could be 2 seconds. It could be a second and a third. Listen. When we heard about
not a third.
When we heard about the Ramsey news, right? we heard that that they were interested in possibly 2 seconds. That was the move, right? And I told everybody Greer's not going to pay for 2 seconds to get Ramsey.
No, he did not.
And he ended up, and I said it would probably be a third this year and maybe a second next year.
Right.
The Fleece King himself said, you know what? We're gonna give you a tight end that has 1 catch in his career right now in the NFL, and literally a 3rd round pick. Yeah, we traded Devontae Parker for it. We got a deal. King Henry, fleecing somebody. And I'll tell you right now, King Henry, if he's a Miami Dolphin, he will not even take a 2nd round pick. You're listening it right now. It will not even require 1 2nd round pick for Christopher Grier to acquire Derrick Henry. Again, we don't have the money right now, but I promise everybody
we can make the money
it won't take a
days.
2nd round pick. It won't take a 2nd round pick at
Batman,
all. At all.
Batman, we can make the money in 2 days, plus the fact he wants an extension when he comes here because he only has 1 year left on the contract.
And no guaranteed money left.
But he does want an extension. That's why he doesn't have he doesn't have the guaranteed money. He does want an extension.
Here's the thing, guys. Aside from the
A
fact
29-year-old running back.
aside from the fact that we can all agree that you can't pick offensive linemen, other than that one flaw he has that he makes up with by getting Nuggets undrafted, 5th round, 6th round, 7th round. Other than that, what can you complain about this guy's? Look at how he built this roster in 2 years. And I heard some of the guys on ESPN saying, well, Miami, because their drafts were so poor, they got to spend the money in free agency. Bullshit. Look at our homegrown talent. Christian Wilkins, Raekwon Davis, Jalen Phillips. That's our defensive line just about. Jerome Baker, Channing Tindall, Javon Holland, Xavier Howard is a 3rd round pick. Those guys are almost all
Cater Kohu.
Exactly. Nick Needham. These guys are all almost homegrown. How can you fault him for building that type of roster with just because he missed on a couple of offensive linemen?
Love the passion. Love the passion, Ron. Love the passion.
You know,
I'm not gonna lie.
And look at his trades. So look at the trades he makes. Come on. Anybody expect us to get
Batman.
No. Anybody expect us to get Jalen Ramsey? And for what we got him for? No. Nobody
Batman,
would.
if we're in
we get him for that.
If we're in a 2-year window, I say go for it after the year he had. His name alone is going to bring people. You're going to have to put 8 in the box.
Right.
It's not even fair.
Guys, right now, Derrick Henry's the only name that I've heard thrown out that could be a game changer for us. Like, if we get Henry, then we are elevated to Super Bowl contender.
First off, you're going to extend his career a little bit longer because you could have Henry and Mozart.
And don't forget,
you know what I mean?
He's not getting the ball 30 times a game on our offense. You know,
and then not to mention the fact that you put 8 in the box, Tyreek and Waddle are going to be
right over the top,
wide ass open in the middle of the field.
You got it. You got it. You play the box.
You drop them back. You drop the linebackers back in the coverage. Henry's going to have wherever he wants to run. You're not going to have 2 people to tackle him at the same time.
Nope.
I will say this. One thing that did bother me today, I do want to address it. I've been trying to address it all day. Listen, I know that a lot of people don't care about this subject, but I will be honest. It did rub me a little bit the wrong way. I was unaware of what happened with Pete, what transpired in the last 24 hours. And the homie Pete, we all love Pete. He's, a friend of ours. We've known him for many years, coming on our different panels.
Yeah, love Pete.
I'm looking at the camera right now, Pete. You're dead wrong for posting the stuff you've been posting. You doubled up about it 2 hours ago. So I'm going to call you out. I'm going to call you right now on the megaphone, Pete. We need you out here. Pete, report to the Phinsaholics show. Pete, report to the Phinsaholics show. I need you to address these comments. I was trying to get you to address these comments today, but Pete, come to the Phinsaholics show.
I heard about him. I haven't seen him, and I don't want to see him because I will end up going off.
Pete to the panel, please.
I didn't hear anything he posted or about what he posted.
I heard about it. I didn't know what it was, and I don't really think I want to know because from what I hear, Stephen D said it wasn't too cool.
What was the subject, man?
It was basically he said that he put up a highlight video of the guy that injured Tua when Tua got concussed in Cincinnati, where Tua was twitching, and Pete was making a mockery out of it. Again, Pete is the homie. He can post whatever. At the end of the day, I'm not trying to tell Pete what to do. Pete is going to be Pete, and I understand Pete. He thought it was funny, and he posted the whole thing with the Tua injury again. And I think it's very disrespectful. Again, you don't have to like Tua, you don't have to like that, but that is a traumatic moment that happened in somebody's life. And at the end of the day, I don't see any comic view off of it. And that's just my opinion. I'm not asking for Pete for an apology. I just want to, we asked him today, and nobody wanted to hear Pete address it. And he doubled on it again a little while ago with a meme. So at the end of the day, like, we don't like the Bills. We don't like the Jets. We don't like certain players. But, and again, I don't want to make it about Hamlin because, again, that was an injury where we thought he died. And we were very scared. Hold on, Todd. We were very scared about Hamlin. But let's not even make it about Hamlin. These two players both got stressed out, and I'm being very clear with everybody. I was watching the game at a local bar when that Cincinnati game with Tua were amongst a bunch of friends and a bunch of people that just were watching the game, and I'm being 100% sincere with everybody. When Tua got hurt and the way he got hurt and the way he looked after the fall. It was very traumatic. And again, the room went silent. It went quiet. It ain't about being in your feelings.
Dude, I thought he broke his back. I thought his back was broken when that happened. That's exactly what I thought.
So at the end of the day, you're entitled. Exactly. That's what I was about to say. I've been saying this all day today. Josh Allen, God forbid, again, knock on wood, that he gets an injury, a traumatic injury like that. But I would never post something on Josh Allen. And I don't like the Bills. And I would never do that.
Actually, I would post something on Josh Allen. It would be prayer hands. It would be nothing more than saying we're praying for you to get well.
Right.
Because listen, at the end of the day, guys, it's a game. It's a sport. It's entertainment for all of us.
These guys all have families to go home to. These guys all have...
nobody wants to see anybody get that type of injury. Nobody wants to see, no matter how hated the player is, you want to beat that guy. You don't want to see him get hurt. You want to better him on the field. You want to prove to him that we're a better team, that we're better players. Not that we can beat you if you're hurt or that we can kick you when you're down. That's not the way to win. That's classless. You want to win with class. You want to have sportsmanship on the field, and you want to beat them at their best. By playing your best.
No, that's just a low blow, and I wouldn't wish that upon any player in the NFL.
Right.
I agree. Let me ask you a question. So, from the numbers I've been hearing, the Miami Dolphins currently have under 10 million left in cap as of right now.
That's right.
Okay.
You know what's bothering me about this, Batman? We can clear cap by signing Wilkins. The longer this goes along, the more I'm wondering something's going on behind the scenes.
They might be in talks right now. You don't know. They could be talking.
They've been in talks since like November. The thing that bothers me is like you've had two defensive tackles that definitely signed their deals already, around the $16 to $18 million price range. And again, I've been hearing that Wilkins will probably go for around 15.3. Could it be a little higher now? Yeah, it could be between 15.3 and 16.5. I don't see it being higher than that. But I will say this. Could it be that the Dolphins told Wilkins? And again, I don't see it happening. Again, this is my gut feeling. I don't see it that this is what happened. And they told Wilkins, listen, we're going to take care of you and Zyler. Let's try to figure out this year. Let's try to figure out what we got. Let's bring in some guys on a one-year deal. Try to see what we can do with the guaranteed deals as far as a 1 year. See if we can make a push. We want you long term, but this is what we have to offer right now. Do you want to wait a year? You can, but this is what we want to offer. I think Wilkins wants to be in Miami ultimately. I don't think he wants to leave.
Oh no, I mean obviously him.
Hell no.
He wants to get paid at the end of the day, but he's not going to break the bank. Okay, he's not going to break the bank, but he is going to get his guaranteed money. That is one thing that we cannot deny. He's going to get his guaranteed money. Yeah, of course.
But
of course.
And don't forget the no state income tax helps every time.
But it's just the fact the more and more it drags, and the more you've not heard about it lately, you kind of start going, "What in the hell is going on here?"
Isn't it funny how the rest of the league? I mean, we all know it's a copycat league, but how all of a sudden is everybody else signing the same contracts that Greer and what's his name, Brandon? What's the guy that's our capologist, Brandon something?
Brandon Short.
Yeah.
I mean, Greer does what he's doing in the offseason, man. Greer's a hell of an offseason guru, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
As long as it doesn't have to deal with the offensive linemen.
But the fact that the contracts they sign give them the outs that they have to where we're not married to these guys for long periods of time. That's what all of a sudden you're seeing the rest of the league start doing that. That was a Greer thing from the get-go when he started to rebuild the roster. He didn't sign any older guys or any guys longer than 2-3 years to where we were tied up to them for a long period of time, where it was going to screw us for years to come. That's where the guys like Peyton and Saints and those teams in Tampa Bay, that's where they got in trouble, with the longer term contracts. Those 4 or 5 year contracts with guys who are in their late 20s, early 30s, and come the end of those contracts, they're not producing like they were in the beginning of the contracts. So they end up pricing themselves out. Just like some of these guys are doing, they price themselves out of these contracts. But man, I still can't believe when I hear people hating on Greer. I mean, I understand. I hate the fact that these offensive linemen, none of them hit either. Even Solomon Kinley.
Well, the problem is, Ron.
What's up, Lewis?
Ron, the problem is the fans are thinking with the moves we made. What's up, Lou? The fans, I think, are thinking that we're looking at another 8 to 9 or 9 to 8 season. I think that's the problem right now.
No, you know what though? No matter how much good Greer has done, him holding on to Austin Jackson and Eichenberg.
Yeah, that's a bad look for him. I agree.
That's the problem. That makes him look. That takes away everything good he's been doing in a lot of the fans' eyes.
It makes him look stubborn about his own picks, that he wants to see that pan out more than improving the team. I agree. And
Lewis, what positivity could he bring to the channel today? What positivity could he bring, Lewis?
No. The only reason I'm up here, and it's going to be real quick, I did want to address the thing with Pete, right? No one is saying, well, Madden 2024, you already know what's coming, Batman. Dan Feeney. All pro Bowl Dan Feeney.
He's part of the Wolfpack, though. Did you see Mike White's tweet?
No.
I absolutely love me some Dan Feeney. There's no Dan Feeney slander.
Wait till you guys see the cover tomorrow of the episode for tomorrow. Wait for you guys in for a treat. I'll tell you
guys didn't see Mike White's tweet about him, Barrios, and Feeney. You got to see it. It's freaking hilarious.
Okay. Well, talk to us, Lewis. How do you feel about the whole Pete situation?
Listen, I agree. I think Pete, it's insensitive what he's doing. So I get everybody's frustration, right? And we had a big blow up today on Twitter. I ended up leaving because some of those guys over there, I'm going to be honest, I just can't fucking stand, if I'm going to be honest.
Right.
But, it is what it is. Everybody has their opinion. But when I hear, that's why I was in the chat earlier saying that's cap. Because, okay, it doesn't matter what situation it is, right? Yes, DeMar Hamlin, it was, the man wasn't breathing on the field. That was serious.
Oh, he died. He revived him, yeah.
If Tua is laid out with his fingers all messed up and he's having seizures and stuff on the field, it's serious. So when it happened, I was, again, hopefully I was praying that he was okay. I didn't like to see it. I didn't tweet nothing about it. That's fine. But this right here is the problem that I have with our fan base. Because I think it was said just now on this panel, and that's why I said it was cap. We said that we wouldn't make fun of anybody that's hurt or we wouldn't do that. That's a lie. Because, again, take the situations out. I'm not comparing this situation that was brought up in Twitter, which was a good scenario. Of course, this situation I'm about to talk about is nothing like DeMar Hamlin and Tua. But when Mac Jones went down with that leg injury and he had his two arms, coaches carrying him off the field, and it looked like he was crying, right? Us in the Dolphin community went out on Twitter and made every meme possible about that man getting carted or walking off the field where he was a crybaby. They put Michael Jordan's face crying meme on his face, and nobody in this fan base had a problem with doing that. Right? Nobody had a problem. But now, because again, it's Tua and it's someone on our team, right? I'll just say it like that. Oh, now there's a problem.
Tua was a little different level.
You see what I'm saying? So let's not come out here. Let's not come out here and say that we wouldn't do it or we because we did do it. That's all I'm saying.
Lou.
I didn't do it, I wouldn't do it. So,
Lewis, can I say something real quick?
Something
I haven't made a meme on nobody. I didn't even like the memes if I did see them, I don't remember, but I don't go out on any player like that. I played the game. I saw a player get paralyzed in high school across from me on the opposite team. When someone gets hurt, someone's hurt. I ain't gonna go out and make fun of nobody.
Listen, I'm not even saying that nobody on this panel did it. I'm just
All right.
saying.
I was just letting you know. I know I didn't.
Right? No.
I
And
didn't
again,
either. I didn't either. But there are people in our community, like Lewis said, that you know they did.
There
They
are,
did do
but
it.
Unfortunately, there's rotten people everywhere.
I was about to say there's assholes in every community. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So you just got to rise above. You got to rise above.
Absolutely. And again, I
Hey,
wasn't
just-
saying nobody up here did it on this panel. That's not what I was saying.
Right,
I'm just saying- I'm
No.
just saying in general, when we come out and we say, well, you know, this and that, bro, it's gonna happen. Like everybody's calling out Pete.
Oh, it's
and
gonna
again,
happen.
Pete is public enemy number one. But again, it's like when I hear this, right, and because again, Pete is the homie. I absolutely love Pete.
Yeah, I'm down with
But
Pete.
bro, at this point, all I'm saying is at this point, Pete can come out and send a tweet saying he just seen Tua on the side of the road tying his shoe, and everybody would go at Pete. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like there's
Yeah.
nothing Pete can do now. So again, that's why Pete, bro.
But he brought that on himself, Lewis. You got to admit, he brought that on himself.
But why, Ron? It's just his opinion.
Because
hey, Pete
always seems to be the same. You know, the same type of verbiage that he uses every time. Just seems to, you know, I don't know. You know, to me,
No, you're saying it right. No, you're saying it right, Ron. His opinion is different about Tua than every other person, or not every other
Tua
person.
for sure.
But for the
it's not just Tua though.
But
It's
now, Lewis,
it is just Tua.
Lewis.
See, no, Ron. Again, that's wrong. If Pete came out and said Jesse Davis is trash, no one would have a problem.
Well, because you was.
Hold up.
Again,
I mean,
that's a whole
Pete
different thing.
used to cap on
No,
the
reason I say it's a
receiver.
whole different thing is Jesse Davis isn't injured. That's where I have the problem.
No,
Right
but
now,
I
that's where I
understand
have the problem.
Todd, he's talking about me saying that Pete brought that on himself from his previous comments.
No. You know what? Overall, when it comes to his previous comments, he can have his own opinion. I have no issues with that. I'll call him out and say I don't agree with it. It's not my.
But I'm just
But
saying.
here's the thing, though. When it comes to injury, though, I kind of lose respect. I think it's classless, and that's my opinion. That's my opinion.
I mean, I think Pete's a real fan. I think he's a real fan. I didn't know he was doing tweets about some BS, but I do think he's a real fan, man. I do think he is legit.
But see, this is where there's a gray area, fellas.
What's up, Shake Money?
This is where there's a gray area. Because we'll come up here and we'll kill Byron Jones. Wasn't Byron Jones hurt?
We don't know. That's a good question.
No. We can't say we don't know. He was injured. Whether we like it or not, he was injured. Right?
Yeah.
And if we come out and we go by his last tweet where he says he can't run or walk or do any of that, jump or whatever, right? But we still kill Byron Jones.
But see, here's the thing. Also with Byron Jones, I didn't hear from the coach. Remember when Madison came out and said he could have played?
No. Madison didn't say he could have played. Madison said that basically there's certain players that will push through and play through injury. And maybe Byron Jones is not one of those people. But that didn't say that he wasn't injured.
No, he said somebody's different players have different.
And I said the other day on somebody's stream, we'll find out really soon once he gets cut if he signs with another team and gets out there and plays right away. We'll know right away.
Oh, listen, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if he gets cut and he signs with another team. The fact of the matter is when he was with the Miami Dolphins, he was hurt. And that didn't stop us, again, from killing him. See, the root of the problem, whether people want to admit it or not, if it's something that's negative about Tua, they hate it. It doesn't matter who else you can talk about any other player, coach, or anything that has to do with this football team, and people won't have the uproar unless it's Tua. If it's Tua, and again, bro, let's just be honest. It is what it is. Let's stop denying it. Because that's where the divide comes.
But Lewis, here's the point I was.
But can I say something real quick? I think what Todd is trying to. I don't think it's the injury. The thing about what Tua's injury was a life-threatening injury. The severity of the injury
that's not the
is what bothers him.
Lewis, you said no matter what, people are never going to let this go with you. And my point is this: if he had never gone off on Tua and came out with the injury thing, it'd be different. But because it's been the same narrative from him, and then he follows it
What am I fishing for?
with the injury thing,
Am I fishing for a trout, redfish? What am I fishing for?
that's where it looks like the bad team. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, if you catch one, let me know. I'm in the mood for some fresh fish.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Tomorrow's episode, we got new boss in town, Dan Feeney in the house, ladies and gentlemen. That's what the cover for tomorrow
Don't
looks
put
like.
a cigarette in that man's mouth. That's a damn shame, Batman.
No, but like what Todd, I'm saying what Todd is talking about is when Tua had the hip injury, there was no outroar when people was making fun of the hip injury, but the concussion is a different type of injury.
Yeah. You know why? Because of the optics, the visual. That was damn near gruesome. I mean, the way he laid out with his fingers cringing like that.
Yeah,
that was crazy as fuck.
People are not aware of what fencing is. They had to explain that whole thing to people on TV.
Like a box.
So I mean, that's a horrifying thing. You've never seen it before, and you see that live happen to a 24-year-old kid. You know,
right?
And it's on national television. So,
national television too.
That's the biggest thing. The optics are it happened on national TV.
The optics.
After he got knocked down and came off the field woozy 4 days early. That's the other part of the narrative.
Yeah. Right. That had just happened too. Right.
So that's the big thing about the optics when it comes to Tua. But my point was, Lewis, that if Pete had just done what he did and didn't for the last 2 years, been on the same narrative, I think it wouldn't have people sticking on him. But because it's been a 2-year narrative with him.
But what is the narrative? What is the narrative?
The point is he's a disgusting human being. That's exactly what it is.
That's fine, Alex. I get it. He is disgusting. That's fine. But when I hear Ron say it's a 2-year narrative, what is the narrative?
The narrative that
he's
no way, shape, or form does he want to see on this team or playing or playing for us. And whether it be Jacoby Brissett, Teddy Bridgewater, Skylar Thompson, they're all better than him.
And another thing is he wishes he wanted Tua to get injured. He even said himself that he wanted Tua to get injured.
Well, I never heard him say
Who said that? You said Pete said that?
Pete said that. Pete has said that.
I've never heard him say
Yeah.
Maybe he said
I've been on every panel and I haven't heard him say that.
Yeah, I've never heard him say that neither.
I mean,
Go back to Twitter. Go look at the timeline.
Whatever, right?
Say, the odds are he's going to because again, they're right.
Because you wanted Skylar in there.
But
he wanted Skylar.
But I've never heard him say he wanted anybody to get.
Now, believe me, Pete's cheering for Tua. When he's in there, man, he just
he wanted
Skylar.
Deal, he wanted Skylar to start, and he said that he wanted Tua to get injured.
He did say before the playoff game that we might have a shot to win now that Skylar starts.
Hey, man.
Right, but that's his opinion. That's not wishing. That's not wishing.
No, you know what? Don't defend that. Come on, Lewis. Don't defend that.
I'm not defending I'm not defending what Pete said in the tweet. I'm not defending that.
Right.
What I'm saying is, again, when someone just said, Pete said, "Oh, when Skylar Thompson playing, I think we have a better chance." That's his opinion.
That's fine.
Right.
That's fine.
That's not wishing. That's not wishing anything on Tua. That's just saying, "Hey, Skylar Thompson is the starter."
Which could
I
be
agree
accurate.
with that.
Lewis,
yes, I agree with that.
Remember the defensive player this year who did the Snow Angels next to Foles when he was down? Yeah. Everybody got upset because he doubled down on the sideline and he tripled down on the tweet that he put out. All right.
He did.
Now the problem is if he would have done it one time and then erased it, but don't double down. You know what I mean? That's where I'm like, damn.
Well, because and the reason he does it is because there's such an uproar. Because today again, I think Alex brought it up on Stephen D's channel. Then it was brought up again on Twitter. Now it's brought up here again. So what is he gonna do if everybody is? And again, I'm not defending him,
Right,
but he's giving y'all what y'all want.
There you go, love.
I've said that a million times.
He's giving it to
And
you.
if you-
If y'all keep bringing
All
it
right.
up and y'all
Lewis.
keep going at him, he's just gonna keep going because he knows he has y'all by the balls.
Yeah,
Look,
but
I'm
Lewis,
gonna say this. I'm gonna just say it like this, Lewis. I'm just trying to look out for Pete. He's a grown ass man. I know he can handle his business on his own, but let's not forget. I know it's look. There's a lot of Twitter warriors, a lot of Twitter finger people out here, and we know that a lot of people just talk shit, just to talk nonsense and try to spook people, right, Lewis? But at the end of the day, last time Pete did this, he did have people looking for him, and I don't want that.
I remember
I don't want this shit to happen to Pete. So at the end of the day, it's if we can address if we can address the subject and try to get Pete to understand that look, it ain't right, and it's coming from friends, not from haters, not from people that don't even know who the hell he is. If it's coming from friends, I want him to understand. Hey, look, it wasn't right, Pete. You're entitled to your opinion. You can say whatever the hell you want. But it wasn't right. It doesn't make it right. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
But
No,
then
I
again,
get it. I get you, Batman.
Then again, the bottom line, if somebody gets that offended by him doing that, that's a joke in itself.
Well, yeah,
right?
That's true, but
I'm not gonna. You know, I'm totally against what he did there. I'm not gonna go hunt
I
him
haven't
down.
seen
I'm not
what
gonna
he
go
did.
hunt-
I haven't seen what he did. I have no clue what he
Here's
did.
the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna hunt him down. I'm not gonna want to fight him. I'm not. That's just stupid. That's childish.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna. The same thing with me. I'm not gonna hunt him down, and I'm not gonna fight him just because he said
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
the thing.
That's
The thing.
childish.
The thing is. Here's the thing. With my take is this. Okay, I don't care if the player plays for the Dolphins, the Colts, the Giants, or whoever team that is. I will defend that if that happened to another player, and someone made a mockery of that, I will call that person out. Because at the end of the day, these players are human beings just like us.
Right.
They're just like us.
This is why I said, and Lewis said, they'll never let him live it down. And I said, he brought that up himself. If he wasn't bashing Tua for 2 straight years and put that video out, he wouldn't be getting the same
Right.
that he's getting.
Agreed, Ron. Agreed.
He created himself as a guy that just doesn't like him. You want him out there.
Right.
And then when you put that video on after 2 years worth of bashing him, it looks malicious.
Yeah. Right.
No Dolphin fan wants to relive that night.
Yeah, but
At the end of the
but that right there, that's wrong because again, Pete can say Tua's the worst quarterback in NFL history because before that injury even happened, Batman just told y'all Pete was receiving death threats because of an opinion, because of an opinion, and that was before, and that was before this injury even happened. So again, why is it so sensitive about one person?
Right.
No,
Yeah, what's up with that?
Lou, you didn't. Lou,
Alex,
if it was
don't say
anybody,
no. Alex, bro,
hold on.
Don't say no.
If it was any other player, it doesn't matter what uniform. Just like for a prime example, DeMar Hamlin. What happened to DeMar?
We're not talking about the injury, Alex.
Okay,
he's had an opinion. Put it like this. No. Hold on. Hey, check this out. Put it like this. Put it like this, right? Crypto for the past 2 years, right, was hating on Devontae Parker. Crypto was saying Devontae Parker was trash. Crypto said he didn't want him on this team for 2 years. Did Crypto receive any death threats?
No.
So why is it when Pete says for the last 2 years that in his opinion, Skylar Thompson, Mike White, Baker Mayfield, whoever it is better quarterback than Tua? Why does Pete get death threats? Why?
That's wrong. That's terrible.
But you see what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying.
I don't mean to laugh. I think it's just people don't like Pete, but at the same time.
And that's not right, is what I'm saying. At the end of the day,
it's not right.
It's not.
Pete.
Listen,
and again, listen.
I don't think it's that they don't like him because in the beginning, Pete and I had a little, discussion, but
we got Pete in the building.
You got to
Yeah.
realize,
Pete's here.
Pete does it to stir the pot.
Look, Pete is up here, and Pete and listen, Pete is up here, and Pete can talk for himself. I'm gonna be getting out of here. I just wanted to come, and again, I'm not defending Pete for what he did with the tweet of Tua. I'm not defending Pete in that. What I'm defending Pete is I think Pete gets a lot of hate just for his opinion, and that right there is not right.
You're right.
Hey, real quick, Louis, I do want to welcome Incognito and Pete. I do shout out to Cap for Life for giving me the best news I've heard this month, even over the Jalen Ramsey news. Texans signed center Michael Dieter.
Michael Dieter. I knew you were gonna go there.
You see, Batman's a fucking hater. He's a Dieter hater.
Oh my!
We won.
Gosh.
That's a Super Bowl for me right there. We won. We won. But
you see, Batman. You see.
Hey, that was coming. As soon as I saw that they signed Michael.
Either way, fellas,
salute. Batman's got to be happy about this.
Salute to all of y'all. I will catch y'all tomorrow.
Hey, sir.
I'll holler at y'all.
Take care.
Lou.
I still want Pete to know. Pete's the homie. I don't give a fuck what no one says. I fuck with Pete.
Yeah.
100, Lou.
Yeah,
100.
Louis, you
that's
sound
fine.
Like
That's
bro.
fine.
I hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, Ron.
Hey,
y'all
all right,
boys
Louis.
Better.
Okay,
better,
y'all. Shout out to Louis. You have a good night, dude. Hey, I don't have much time, man. Listen, I'm doing. I got some real bad news today, guys. A little while ago, I got some real bad news.
I'm sorry, bro.
And that right now is really crazy to me right now, to be honest with you. Okay, so what was going on? What was going on?
Nah, Pete.
I mean,
So listen.
About your tweet.
So a little bit about what happened today. I was behind on Steven's show. I was about 15 minutes behind, and I know out of nowhere Alex came on. He wanted to address the situation. I was unaware of the situation. At the end of the day, you're a grown man. You're entitled to your opinion. I'm not telling you what to post, Pete. At the end of the day, you post anything you like. I'm just saying for me. I'm speaking for myself. After Alex said what he said, and I went back and read what you posted, I thought it was really disrespectful, Pete. That's just me. I know you could handle your own business, Pete. But I'm just worried, and I'm sure you've gotten a lot of it from today. There's dumb people out there. There's very stupid people out there that are gonna come at you with threats, and I don't want to see anything happen to you, Pete. You're a part of this community. You can handle yourself. I'm not saying you can't, but you got a lot of stupid people in this community, and like we were talking about it today, Pete. You're a person that, in many occasions, you have put your face out there for people to see what you look like, right? And you never know. Wrong place at the wrong time. You could be out getting groceries. The last thing you expect is some idiot to come up, run up behind you for some stupid thing that was offensive. You get me? And again, I'm not saying it. People are entitled to feel pissed, but that's
out cold like Tua was in that Bengals game. They're in trouble.
Oh,
come
He's got something for that ass.
And they don't knock me out like Tua and leave me. If they do that, they have to leave me foaming out of the mouth.
Pete's strapped up. Pete's strapped up. Believe that.
Bring that up. Why would you bring up?
That's classless, Pete.
That's classless.
That's not classless. That's not. You guys got to get out of your feelings. You guys got
That's
to get out of your feelings.
No, that's
You guys got
classless.
to get out of your feelings.
Pete,
That's not about my feelings. I wouldn't do that to the team I hate the most, their best player. I wouldn't do that. That's classless.
Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Some fans are sick of it already. Look, maybe, look, how old are you?
And I have no respect for you.
Hang on.
Todd, how old are you, Todd? From now on,
48.
Pete is speaking for the senior citizens from now on. I am.
We don't
from
need
now on, I don't care anymore.
Don't ever.
have turned
I don't
up
care how old I
another
get.
notch.
Don't speak for me. That's classless,
it.
and I've lost all respect for you, man.
87-year-old Mr. Fraschetti has no time for player development. We need to win now for the senior citizens.
That's
okay?
fine, but that has nothing to do with what you're saying.
If that was all it was, if that's all it was, hey, Pete, if that's all it was,
you brought that up to your own agenda.
Pete, if that's all it was, I wouldn't give a fuck.
No, Pete, that incident did not have to be brought up in that comment. You did it for your own agenda. Be honest. There was no reason to bring up Tua's injury when you said, "Oh, he better not make me out cold like Tua was." That was for your agenda.
Well, I'm just bringing it up because that's what the topic is. So I mixed it up
But
in the same
you had to.
conversation.
No,
It's nothing.
that was not part of the conversation when Batman was talking about worried about you getting jumped.
That's fine. But he also mentioned that he knows I'm gonna hold my own. I'm not worried
That
about
had nothing
that,
to do. But my point
That's
is,
not
there
what
was no
the
reason
last thing
to bring up Tua's injury there. That was for your agenda.
Can you imagine an
That was
idiot
for your
trying to
agenda.
hurt somebody over a football? So what? Pete is sick and tired of all of our Dolphin players getting dogged over one player. I'm sick and tired of it. That's it. That's it.
Pete, what'd you do? You posted a video about Tua's injury. I think that's what they're mad about. It. Am I right?
Yeah, and I put a song. It was like a song mixed with the video. And you know what? That's a double standard. When I made it, I was actually like thinking, I was like, man, the Tuaneers could actually use this as like, you know, like
They would like it.
Yeah. They could actually use this
Okay,
as
is
good,
that what? That's what the problem is. That video.
Pete.
Yeah, it's the
Pete.
song. The song.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Pete, hang on, Pete. Incognito wants to say something.
Thanks, bro. And thanks for the introduction, dude. Pete, the guys that call you that say you have Down syndrome and they say you're dumb and all this stuff on the spaces, they're full of it because you're like Rain Man. Because you get all of these shows to talk about you. We don't talk about the Dolphins. We constantly talk about what you posted. All these shows are based around Pete. The majority of talk is about Pete. You are the smartest person in the room, man. That's all I got to say about that.
I told Pete the other night in his stream, I said, Pete, you the GOAT. I told him that. I said, you're the GOAT, bro.
I've been telling him he's the greatest antagonistic. He's the great.
He is.
For sure.
And look,
he swears it up better than anybody else.
I don't come up here calling anybody retarded or Down syndrome or anything like that. And that's why
you don't.
And those Tuaneers deserve it. They deserve to look at that video because you know what? I'm gonna tell you guys how I feel inside. As Dolphin fans, that video is almost forbidden to watch, right? And I get it. Nobody wants to see their guy like that. Not even me. It hurt me to watch that. It hurt me. People don't realize that.
It hurts.
But this is the thing. Like, this is where it really needs to be the conversation. Like, do you guys really care about his health, man? Like, this is serious, man. This is a conversation that cannot be ignored because we like the player or because some people think he's a really good quarterback.
I mean, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Hell yeah, we care about his
It's football.
It's more important, dude. And it's actually concerning to the point where if you talk about it or you talk about his head injury, oh, you're dissing him.
Hey, Pete, do yourself a favor. I did this the other day. Google concussions in the NFL last year. And Google how many players had 2 or more.
They did it.
There's about 50 of them.
Yeah, but not Tua alike. You know that. And then
the problem is Tua is under a microscope right now.
Tua gets all the publicity. He gets all
NFL. If he gets
negative or positive, he's a polarizing figure. And even though there was guys that had 3 concussions last year, they don't get mentioned because they're not polarizing like Tua is.
It's not that it's not polarizing, Ron. You got to put size into it as well. He's a small football player.
There was guys who had more concussions. They never brought up their names. T. Higgins had 3 concussions.
So Ron, Kenny Pickett was one of them, right? Wasn't Kenny Pickett one of them guys?
Yes, he had 2.
Okay. So how come the Pittsburgh Steelers didn't tell him, hey, take the rest of the season off?
Hey, how about this?
This is what I'm trying to.
The NFL did. It wasn't the Dolphins.
This is bigger, bro. Nobody knows what Tua is going through after dark.
The NFL portrayed us because it happened on national television in front of thousands and millions of people watching. So the optics for us were way, way worse. And we had to make
no. You got to remember. Yeah, Ron.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. We had to go overboard in showing cautiousness and our apprehension with putting him on the field, which is why McDaniel shut him down and said, it doesn't matter how far we're going in the playoffs, you're not going. It's also why they didn't let him go through the protocol until the season was over. They didn't want him
That's
able
my
to
point.
play.
That's my point.
Able to play.
That's my point, Ron. So what are you going to tell me when this guy gets one concussion next year, God forbid, that's it? They're going to shut this guy down?
No.
Like, that's irresponsible, dude. Like, he already came back from a worse severe, right? The Bengals concussion run, that was severe. And he came back from that.
Right.
And
But
then you're going to tell me in a Green Bay Packer game where it goes unnoticed, the guy gets canceled out by our organization, and they tell him he can't come back in a playoff game. Like, you guys aren't looking at the bigger picture. It's serious, dude.
No,
it's bigger than that.
Here's the bigger
well, all the NFL players are subject to that. That's football.
I mean,
they can all get
hey,
concussions. It don't matter their size.
How bad are we going to be? How bad are we going to be as Dolphins fans?
Here's the bigger picture, okay? Tua, because of the hit in Buffalo the Sunday before, made it that much more of an issue when he got hurt Thursday night. What people don't realize is once your brain goes back to its normal baseline, you are no more susceptible to get a concussion than anybody else on that field. If you go out there with your brain still...
Yeah, but he's got a glass jaw. He's got a glass jaw.
Exactly. Who said that?
Bleezy, 38, man.
Bleezy, man. Shout out to Bleezy.
Hey, Batman. When you go
take a hit.
Hey, Batman. When
This is already a player. How many sacks did Tua take last year? Watch. Y'all gonna be surprised. He will never. Can you exactly? Can you imagine the Tannehill offensive line where he takes 50, 60
from
sacks?
holding the ball too long?
Dude,
you don't know that. He does it to himself. He holds the ball.
He's got a glass jaw, Ron. You have to agree with that.
No,
he's got a glass jaw.
You don't agree with. He brings most.
I think he holds on to the ball too long. That's all.
He brings most injuries upon himself. If you look at every time he was injured, he held the ball for over 5 seconds. Way too long. Not only that, but if you look, every time he was injured, he was running backwards away from the line of scrimmage. He's got to stop backpedaling when you're off balance when you backpedal. So all you need is a push to throw you back 4 feet in the air.
Yeah.
That's the other problem. When he scrambles, he's got to be moving laterally or he's got to be moving forward. He can't be backing up off balance so a lineman can just push him in the chest and knock him back 4 feet so he hits his head on the turf. That's what happens. Look at every time he was hurt. He held the ball for 5 seconds. They're all the same common denominator. He held the ball for 2
Ron, the thing about it is too, he's under a microscope. The NFL is on his ass with this concussion thing.
Absolutely. You're 100% right. Absolutely. And the Miami Dolphins are under a microscope because if you watch the first play, was it the Minnesota game that Teddy Bridgewater took a snap? He didn't even get hit, and they pulled him out.
No. We're not under a microscope, Bleezy. I'm not allowing that. Because if we were under a microscope, you don't think they would have checked that guy out in the Packers game after that head bump, Bleezy? They let it ride through. That's it. They already passed.
Why did Bridgewater get benched and he never even got hit? First play of the game.
Oh, versus the Jets?
Yeah.
He banged his head. He banged his head. Just like the
Packers.
Microscope.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. But at that time, it was microscope, right, Bleezy? I agree with that time. But that's it. After Tua came back, it wasn't on microscope because they would have caught that in the Packers game.
Tua's going to be under a microscope this coming year.
For the rest of his career, he's going to be under a microscope, Bleezy. He's small, and he has been injured. Unless
you're right.
He's going to pull his ass like Teddy fucking Bridgewater on the fucking first play if they see him wobbly.
Well, if he plays 2-3 years without getting hurt, maybe that shifts away a little bit. You know,
that's true.
It probably disappears.
He needs 3. It's 3 years.
He needs multiple. It can't just be 1 year. He needs to show multiple years that not that he has to play every game, but he can avoid major injury.
He has to play every game. What are you talking about, Ron? That guy cannot miss a game.
What I'm saying is that he plays every game next year and then maybe misses 1 game the following year because there's something minor, maybe he strained the calf or so, whatever. That's
you know,
against him.
Larry was talking earlier. He's like, Tua's got to ball out this year. I'm like, well, hell yeah, he's got to ball out, but he's got to stay healthy.
Anytime he plays with a chip on his shoulder, he
balls out. I don't doubt that Tua can ball out. Tua can ball out.
Tua is hella competitive. Like you guys,
but can he stay healthy?
That's all everybody keeps talking about when they talk about Tua. They talk about how competitive he is. You know, as much as everybody wants to make him out to be Tim Tebow, I don't think Tim Tebow had the same interior motive that Tua has to be the best he can be. And you know,
what? Tebow had the best drive. He just didn't have the arm that Tua had.
No,
I don't know what the talent about. He didn't have the inner drive. Está loco este tipo.
Tim Tebow was a fireball of energy, bro.
Batman. When you're doing those spaces, when there's like 50 people, like I know how much, because I followed you since your other show. I got a lot of respect for you. You make my days better. Like for work, I can listen to all you guys, and it really helps me throughout the day, and I really appreciate you. But you need to start plugging your show, because I want you over 1,000 before the season starts. You need to start when there's like 50 people on the Twitter. I never hear you plug. I know you have your moniker up, but you should say, "Hey, come, there's 50 people in the room. Can you guys come check us out? Show your support to the fans, the Phinsaholics, and we need to get your subscriptions up because you deserve it. You put in a lot of work, and I appreciate it, man.
Everybody's got to share.
I really do. It means a lot.
That's true, Batman.
Everybody's got to share one Friday night on Facebook. One of his Friday night shows where everybody's having a blast, drinking. He's doing shots and spinning the wheel, and everybody will want to jump on board. Because everybody has fun on Friday nights. Right?
I can't wait to be wrong on Tua. That guy better shut me up this season.
Pete, I got a little video. I don't know if you've seen it. Shout out to Dudley Do Wrong.
Oh yeah, that was a great video.
He made a video just for you.
A little sarcastic, just a little bit.
He made it just for you.
He's naming it too, didn't he?
It's simple. This is what people need to come to a realization, and they need to do this. Tua Tagovailoa, and I'd say his full name, but I haven't in a while, so I'd butcher it. He's the Miami Dolphins starting quarterback in 2023. Is he the starting quarterback in 2024?
He already has me laughing.
But in 2023, Tua Tagovailoa is the Miami Dolphins starting quarterback. If you are a Dolphin fan, if you want this team to succeed, and if you want to win the championship, you will sit back and you will root for the entire team. All 22 players that cleats hit that field, you will root for them all. You will not root for the downhill of Tua Tagovailoa. You will not root for turnovers from Tua Tagovailoa. You will not root for injury to Tua Tagovailoa because you have an agenda. That does not make you a fan of the team, because that means you don't want the team to succeed to fit your agenda. No, it's simple. If you want the team to succeed, if you want to win a championship, regardless if you think we can or can't, if you want it to happen, you will root for all 22 players. That includes your quarterback, because Tua Tagovailoa will be the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins in 2023. Like, I don't understand why this has to be said. I don't understand why there's this group that is so adamant that they take one little thing that has nothing to do about Tua and they make it about him. And they come out and they go, see, Tua sucks. And everyone thinks he sucks. And blah, blah, blah. But then there's a pile of evidence saying he doesn't. No. That's because of this. And that's because of that. That's because of this. Oh, look over here. Look at. Not doing it anymore.
I thought you were going to show the other video.
Hey, that was
Dudley
a good video by Doug. But check
Dudley
this out.
Do Wrong is absolutely right.
Yeah.
100% spot on.
Look, clip the beginning portion of it, Batman, and where he goes, Tua is the starting quarterback of the team. Put every starter. Make sure you name every starter. So you got to say support Austin Jackson as the right
Yeah.
tackle of the
He did.
team.
He supported-
Support
he-
Liam Eichenberg as the left guard of the team. Don't ask for Derrick Henry's and Dalvin Cooks because we got Raheem Mostert as the starting running back of the
That's
team.
not what he said. That's not what he said.
But I'm saying
He said whatever
matter of fact,
22. He
Dudley
said whatever
Dubon
22
said
players.
support all 22.
He said whatever
We're
22
supposed to
players
support
are on the
53,
field.
right?
He said whatever 22 players on the field, that's who you root for. He didn't say we shouldn't go out and try and improve the team.
Yeah,
He
but
said
this
if
is the
you do-
difference.
what I'm trying to say, Petey. If Austin Jackson hits the field, then he's going to be my right tackle. I'm not going to be praying for him to eat shit. I'm not going to be praying for him to fail. I'm not going to be praying for him to do bad so we can get rid of him. I want him to succeed. At the end of the day, it helps us out. It helps us out.
I get it. Hey, Batman, I get it, but watch how I do this right now. Batman, weren't you just happy the Texans signed Michael Dieter?
Yes.
Oh, come on. Come on.
It's because he's trash, right?
No.
In my opinion. That's my opinion, though, Pete.
His opinion.
Okay,
we
so
can root for the guys on the team.
Maybe
we're not good.
He's not on the team, though.
This is
We
what
can
we gotta
criticize.
realize. This is what we gotta realize. Look, you know what? We just gotta come to an understanding. Pete's problem with the Miami Dolphins is quarterback, right? Maybe I'm just a quarterback guy. That's it.
your opinion,
I'm a quarterback scout. Let's just say
That's
that,
your
right?
opinion.
Batman's
That's your
problem
opinion.
is the offensive line with Dieter. He's the offensive line guy. He has problems with offensive line. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody has a problem with a different position. That's
Here's
fine.
the difference. Michael Dieter was trash. Everybody knew it. Didn't play.
I got a problem with the head coach. Not that doesn't manage a game.
The point is, if Batman saw Dieter
Exactly,
on the field,
Bleezy.
he would be rooting for him to succeed while he was on the field. That's
There's
what
and here's the thing where Dougie Durong is right. There's a power evidence stating that Tua does not suck. Okay, and that's the thing.
It's a small sample size. It's a small sample size.
You're not going to change his opinion, Alex.
No. That's fine. I'm not looking to change his opinion, Ron. I'm not looking to change his opinion. If whatever Pete wants to think, that's what he thinks. I'm not here to bash him. I'm not here to call him names or anything.
Right.
Okay? I'm not here to call him none of that.
But at the end of the day, Alex, it was only in small samples at the early portion of the season. The film, I literally think the film is caught up to his game. He doesn't have much more to offer in his game.
Oh, we will see what happens this season.
And if it's the same thing, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble.
I love the way he stirs it up, man. He knows how to stir it up.
No, I mean, Ron, we could only go back and tell me, Pete, he had a good time in the early portion of the season. But did we forget the Chargers, 49ers? Did we forget all of the second half of the Packers?
He was in the MVP talk, Pete. He was in the talk of MVP voting. Are you kidding me? They were talking about him leading the vote.
Yeah, Ron, until he got hurt. Until he got hurt. He disappeared.
My point is that's not just playing well. That's playing better than everybody else in the league at your position.
He was in MVP talks for 2 weeks, Ron.
No, it was too much.
There was a difference.
It was 2
also
he was there until he got hurt.
Right.
There's a difference because there's people out there that want Tua to fail.
Everybody, let's welcome Cat for Life. What's up, Cat?
Hell yeah.
Long time, buddy.
Let's get it.
There's just people out there that want him to fail.
Talk to you
And that's the thing.
There's a difference, man. And then you guys are talking to Pete that actually thinks Skylar Thompson is better than Tua. Let's be real here, guys.
Skylar balled out,
guys.
That's fine.
Wait. You said there's a group of people that think Skylar's better than Tua?
No, I said there's a group of guys up here that know that we got. I like Skylar Thompson. I think.
Okay, you like.
Okay,
you
yeah,
I mean,
you guys know.
Hey, I can't. I don't even want to talk about QB2. I mean, I don't even want to
QB3, not QB2.
Yeah, QB2 is Mike White now, guys.
I know, but I think Skylar Thompson's better than Mike White. Is what I think.
He is, Bleezy. He is, and don't let him fool you, Bleezy. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna explain. Hold on, let me tell you. Because Ron said
It's in the Dolphins' best interest. It's in the Dolphins' best interest to have Skyler at QB2 because what's going to be the salary for White? Like what? 3 million, 2 million if he doesn't play.
He's guaranteed.
They paid White that money.
Nah, he's trying to flip it to money now. Let's be real. It's talent. Look, what did Chris Greer sit here and say out of his mouth? So we're supposed to believe that Tua is QB1, but when Greer says QB2, the backup quarterback, who did he say? Skylar Thompson.
He said it's gonna be they're gonna fight for it. He said.
He said they were gonna bring in
Skylar.
He said they were gonna bring in competition. Quarterback too.
That was early, Pete. That was early, but the recent stuff from Greer and McDaniel was he wanted a competition.
But if I finish, the recent one was Chris Greer said Skylar Thompson is QB2, but he's going to bring in competition to battle for that spot. Meaning QB2 is Skylar unless he loses it. So if he goes to third, he lost it. You get what I'm saying? But right now, as of today, without even practicing and anything, QB2 is literally Skylar. Until proven otherwise.
Yeah. Who do they have on the depth chart as QB2?
Right now, Skylar Thompson.
I don't know.
Pete, tag me in. Pete, tag me in. Pete, tag me in.
To give this guy QB2, he doesn't even have a jersey number.
On the depth chart.
Let me check.
He doesn't even have a jersey number, dude. He
should
doesn't
be
even have
Skylar.
pads. It's Skylar. That's what I'm saying right now.
If it is,
Tag me in, please. Please tag me in.
If QB2 is not Skylar, that's effed up, yo.
You know what? I think Batman should be QB2. I think Batman should be QB2. Batman, go suit up, bro. Take the suit
up. Whoever gives us the best chance to win should be.
I think it's Batman that gives us the best chance to win.
The bottom line is we should all be
Skylar because he knows the system.
No, you guys.
As of right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what it says. The 2023 depth chart will be available closer to the regular season. So we don't know.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, we know.
So we don't have it.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly.
So, but
the
point is, our only concern should be whoever's on the field gives us the best chance to win.
So when the season starts, they're going to have Mike White as QB2. You already know.
Hey, Pete, are you going to tag in Cap for Life? Are you going to tag him in?
They're going to F
for life. Oh, boy, it's Cap for Life. Pete's
tag me in.
Partner.
I'm coming in. Elbow drop to Alex, bro. Elbow drop to Alex.
Hey, Batman.
Elbow drop to Alex. I push him on the top a side rope. He's hitting the belt buckle right now. I want to know how the hell you think that Dudley do wrong. And I laugh because I love Dudley, man. But what makes you think by doing what Dudley just did is going to benefit the Miami Dolphins fan base when you have to pretty much discipline the whole fan base and tell them you have to listen to what this organization says and you will obey everything we say as far as supporting this team.
But Cap, that's not what I was saying.
That is not what he's saying.
Yeah, that's not how I interpret it.
What he's saying is, listen, you don't have to like what they're putting on the field.
Is that a feeling
or
something, bro?
What he said.
I don't know. I feel like it's about election time or something with that type of talk.
What he said was, you don't have to like who's on the field, but if you're a Dolphin fan, when they're on the field, you root for him to do his best as possible.
Ron, the fact that he had to do that is disturbing enough.
It's true.
Don't you agree?
No question.
But here's the thing. There's people out there that want him to fail.
And they're going to have their own agendas and not be real fans.
Do you understand why that came out of Dudley? Because pretty much that whole week, not only was I losing my ish, but the whole fan base is losing their ish with this front office talking about, we're just putting in bits and pieces. We don't need to put a home run hitter in the window year of a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but you will listen to what they're going to tell you to do, and you will like it.
Yeah, but Cap, they say that, then they go get Jalen Ramsey. I mean, come on. You can't fault this office.
Hey, Cap.
You can't fault this front office for swinging for the fences. You can't have a Pro Bowl player.
You're not swinging for the fences when you're saying the window year is going to be 2 years from now. That's just moving the goalpost.
That means that literally means swinging for the fences. You literally have made a window. Like, listen, Cap. Let's be real for a second, right?
Why do I need to make a window? If I'm going to make a plan, I'm going to stick by that plan this year, not 2 years from now.
But Cap, you started to do a plan, and now you see your team has improved.
We started this plan 4 years ago.
I get it, but last year we saw our team dramatically improved. Cap, let me ask you as a question, as a Dolphin fan, is this the best roster you have ever seen on paper? Yes or no?
On paper, yes. On the field, no.
Okay, that's fair. 100% fair. Because
But Batman,
you gotta put it out there.
Batman, can I answer that one? As a Dolphin fan, yes.
Our offense is incomplete.
Actually, in my lifetime, at least, this is actually the best team we've ever had. I agree with that.
There you go.
But that doesn't mean that because we have the best team we've ever had, doesn't mean we're better than all the other teams in the league.
I am not saying that, but the thing is, listen, you look at this roster, and again, this is not a recipe to win anything. You take away the Rams, what they did, it's not a recipe to win Super Bowls, right? Take the Rams away from it. But you look at this roster from your line to your D-line to your corners. It's like, what the hell do we have a damn? It's a team literally that you
damn near have a super team. We damn near have a super team.
Exactly. You do got a young coach in McDaniel. You bring in a mastermind in Fangio that he's literally responsible for half of the defenses in this league. What they've been able to remix his defense. You're bringing in a guru, and then you're telling me you're bringing pieces in that you could put Madden on easy. These are the type of trades you will pull off.
Didn't we say
we're
that
building
last year?
a team. Yeah, Cap. Yes, but we didn't expect Byron Jones to miss the entire year. If Byron would have been there, it would have been a lot better for us.
I just want to clarify because everyone was saying last season Legion of Zoom, right?
The one thing I could say about this secondary is like the Lakers. It's full of players that were good like 5 years ago.
Oh, that's bullshit, man. They're still good. Ramsey's still got a lot of
Yeah, but they're not the. Hey, listen. Bullshit or not bullshit, Xavier Howard isn't the fucking 2020 version of himself.
Last year he wasn't, but he was also hurt, and he was playing on an island by himself
So you think he's going to be the 2020 version next year?
No, but I think he's going to be better than he was last year.
And he was good last year.
And I think Fangio's going to. No, he's talking about X. He's talking about X, not
Oh, X.
And that's all I said, bro. That these aren't the 2020 versions of themselves, bro.
X might start to fall off.
Hold on. Fangio's
think about that.
Let's see the defense. Let's see the defense first. How it helps them. Let's see how it helps them. Fangio understands that these players are not the same guys they were 3-4 years ago. He understands that, but he is gonna He's gonna make adjustments for them to succeed in the system, and for whatever it is, whether it's the pass rush, whether it's the blitzes, whatever blitz packages he brings. Listen, you're telling two of the best top 10 corners that if they line up with you and you got 4 seconds for them for you to escape with whatever they have to offer, your chances of succeeding are very low. But
they're not chasing all over the field. They play man to man.
Don't get me wrong. Now, that X lose some speed? Yes. That X deal with injuries once again? Yes. Does he look like the same X? Of course not. Do I think it's gonna look a little bit better than what we saw from last year? Believe it or not, yes. Now we're gonna just pray that he's healthy. Now, again, this is probably the only year if we get the same X that we got last year, this might be X's last year. It might be. He's
the best in the red.
He
is. I want to see him retire. I want to see him retire a Dolphin.
Here's the thing: Fangio's defense is perfect for these guys because they play.
I agree.
These guys are great in man-to-man, but they can't do it for as long as they used to when they were 22 years old.
Yeah, but Ron, look, our main complaint throughout 25 years of mediocrity, Ron, has not been the defense. The defense has bailed our ass out time and time again, year after year. 12 years after 12 years after 12 years of different GMs, the defense always bails this team out. When the hell is the offense going to hold its own weight?
I've been watching.
We didn't have an offensive line, Cap.
A lot longer than you. And I remember the 20 years that the offense carried this team, and the defense sucked. And they still didn't win the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, back when we had an offensive line.
That was in '96. I get that. That was in '96. But from '96 until now,
fucking Wade up in that bitch.
Yeah, Todd Wade. Yeah, that's been defensive oriented.
Before last year, Cap. Before last season, our defense carried us for the last 2 seasons, right? They did. We're not going to sit here and deny that. We're not going to wait for the last decade. Last year, our offense was ranked number 6 in the damn league. 6. And again, I'm not faulting that and saying just because of the injuries we didn't get to where we wanted to be as far as defense, but that is a major factor. We lost guys in key positions. It wasn't the fact that we lost a bunch of guys. We lost a lot of guys in key positions. And again, I don't want to go too Boyer, but Boyer has to be at fault somewhat. Not saying it's all, but he has some fault because of the situations that he put the team on. But again, I'm not saying our successes last year or our failures last year were key to. No, you analyze. You say, look, our defense could be better. We can see that. Granted, if they don't go get Fangio and they go get Pepito from the corner and to be your defensive coordinator, Cap, I'll be like, damn, that was a bad move. But you're bringing in arguably one of the greatest defensive minds in the history of the NFL to come and coach a Miami Dolphins defense that has always been known, like you mentioned, Cap, for the last 25 years, 30 years, we've been successful at defense. If we can be back into those standards, Cap, and you can produce, you can complementing football. You bring that offense. You made adjustments to the special teams.
Like they did when they signed Jimmy Johnson. I mean, you might not be old enough to remember that, but you sound just like the media did.
I just remember I didn't watch football back then. I'm a basketball guy. But I'll tell you this, Cap. One thing I can guarantee you, in that Jimmy Johnson era, they didn't look like this damn team that we got now, Cap. That's for sure. That's for damn sure.
Cap, I remember when Jimmy Johnson forced out Don Shula, and all he did was badmouth him on national TV so he could get the job. And Jose gave him the job in '96. But listen, that defense was great. This defense could be legendary. And we had Jason Taylor, and we had obviously Zach Thomas in the middle, and our corners were great with Surtain and Madison. But this team, the guys we got on the front four, you can have 4 Pro Bowlers there between Sealer, Phillips, Wilkins, and Charlie. And then you got this middle linebacker. This really under the radar signing of Malik Reed. Guys, I don't know if you know it. When he came from Pittsburgh last year, where Flores didn't know where to put him. In Fangio's defense in Denver, he had 8 sacks and 7 sacks 2 years consecutively. And Fangio, this is a Fangio signing, guys. They went out and got this guy under the radar, and he's going to utilize him. Again, that's another guy on the defensive end, on the edge, that we can use to rush the passer. He's probably going to take Van Ginkel's spot, unfortunately. I love Van Ginkel, but I don't think we're going to – I think that signing –
I mean, look, I'm all for it, man, but as long as the defense can score more than 28 points a game, then I'm all for it. But the offense needs to do something to catch up and make points too.
Yeah, the offense moved up to number 6 in the league or passing.
It was the first time since 1995 that they were top 10.
They were the 29th.
So we were one game away from becoming the worst debacle in NFL history, and you're going to tell me you're going to go by the 9th ranked offense when we were one game away from becoming the worst team ever to have the biggest tank job in NFL history?
We played complimentary football.
6.
Okay, so we were ranked 6th, man. We were one game away from having the worst collapse in NFL history. How does that work?
What do you mean?
What do you mean worst collapse, Cap?
We made the playoffs.
You don't remember last season? We were one game away from the worst collapse in NFL history.
Number 3 quarterback having to play 3 games.
No, I'm just saying. I'm stating fact here. We were one game away from having the worst collapse in NFL history, but you're telling me we had the 6th ranked offense.
That's looking at it from your side, half glass empty.
No, that's a fact. We're not looking at it from left or right side. That's a fact.
Cap, the glass half full. We still made the playoffs, even though our starting quarterback missed 4.5 games. And
no, the defense made the playoffs.
Let me finish.
Not the quarterback.
And our number 3 quarterback had to play 3 games during the season. Yet we
but as far as everything you guys are saying about the defense is the one that got us in the playoffs.
No, you're looking at the glass half empty. I'm looking at the glass half full. We still made the playoffs despite.
But I'm not wrong in that aspect, am I?
Well, of course you're not wrong and it wouldn't have been the worst collapse. It would have been one of them. But it wouldn't have been the worst.
No, it would have been the worst.
No, the worst was.
Hey, Hey, if we would have lost that Jets game, I think McDaniel would have been fired. We think about that.
Let me tell you who was the worst collapse. Let me tell you.
Hell yeah, he would have been fired.
There was a worst collapse, and it was Miami in '93 when they beat Dallas.
How crazy is that? How crazy is that?
Possible. That's possible.
If we lose that Jets game, McDaniel was probably going to be fired, I think.
No, not true.
And you want to know one thing, Bleezy? This fan base loves the new acquisition, Braxton Berrios. And if Braxton Berrios doesn't drop that fourth quarter touchdown with like seconds left in the Vikings game,
they would have won.
The Jets would have won and took our playoff spot.
That's
all over a Braxton Berrios touchdown drop.
That's
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, how is that even possible? Hold on. That's not true because they finished 7-10.
I mean, come on.
They finished 7-10. They would have been.
They would have took our spot.
No, they wouldn't have, because they would have been 8-9 if we would have beat them in week 17.
They would have beat us if they would. They had nothing to play for that week. Yes, they would have beat us.
Yeah. We would have been eliminated. They got eliminated already, but we would have been eliminated. The Patriots would have
exactly.
They would have been 9-8, but since we did beat them, they finished 8-9, and we finished 9-8. So don't go back to
That's fine, but if they would have won, we would have been eliminated.
If we would have had the same record, they would have went. They would have went.
Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. If they would have beaten Minnesota, they would have not gotten in the playoffs.
They would have had the same record. They would have went before us.
We're talking about if we lost to the Jets.
Looking for negatives and reasons why they wouldn't have made it.
No, he just said that if Braxton Berrios would have dropped that fourth quarter touchdown against Minnesota.
Why they're going to go
against us, not Minnesota.
The bottom line is this is an improved team. They got better coaching staff now. They're going to go deep in the playoffs this year. Forget about last year. It's over with. It's done. If that, who cares?
Okay.
We got a better team on paper. We got a better coaching staff. We got to prove it on the field, and we're going to beat the best. Our schedule right now is the third hardest in the NFL. So we're going to have to beat the best to be the best.
And Batman, I thought you said it was the second hardest.
The what?
I thought you said our schedule was the second hardest.
This coming season, yeah, second.
Second, third. Okay, I said third. I'm sorry.
I believe last year we were. I think it was it ninth? I think ninth.
I mean, it always changes because you got teams that you think are going to be good that aren't good. You know, people thought Seattle weren't going to be good.
Take the bull by the horns, huh, Ron? Take the bull by the horns.
Bottom line is, we can't worry about what the other teams are doing. We got to get better on our own team. We got to execute our own game plan, and then things will fall into place.
We just lost 2 draft picks this offseason and couldn't repay these guys.
Thanks to Stephen Ross.
Mike Gesicki. We lost Mike Gesicki and we lost Andrew Van Ginkel. Drafted guys that we're developing here.
Add up their snaps.
We lost Van Ginkel?
We lost Van Ginkel.
No, we haven't lost Van Ginkel yet.
What is Van Ginkel doing?
No, he went to the Raiders to visit today, but he didn't sign.
Add up their snaps.
I mean, he didn't sign, but he's lost. He's not coming back.
Add up Gesicki's and Van Ginkel's snaps.
The Malik Reed signing just all but said that Van Ginkel's gone.
Van Ginkel.
If you add both your snap counts together, it's not
19th. DTA. So DTA said 19th.
Ron, I wish you could get closer to the mic.
Bro, I could see Van Ginkel going to the Patriots, bro.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Go ahead, Ron.
I called it like 4 months ago. It's like,
I tell you
right?
what,
You see that, right?
I tell you what. Gesicki made the right move for the Patriots. The reason why is because they pay tight ends.
Dude.
He got the contract. He got the contract. No, but he got the contract that I actually expected him to get. A 1 year.
Like the Dolphins basically told Van Ginkel, "Look, we want you, but go test the market." Similar to what Gesicki did. Gesicki went to go test the market, and the Dolphins. You know, the Dolphins right now. If you look at everybody, the Dolphins are bringing in. You know, post Ramsey, besides Wilson, what's his name? The linebacker we bought in from Tennessee, David Long. Besides David Long, everybody else has been like $1-2 million deals. So at the end of the day, like the Dolphins, and again, Van Ginkel deserves to be in the open market. Look, the man, he should get paid somewhere between, I was saying between 6 and 9. And based on the market, you know, he might not get paid that, but he deserves that because that's literally what the standard has been for a guy that can produce. You know, he always goes under the radar. He gives you big plays, and he's always been healthy, right? Or besides the injury that he had to the beginning of the season, I think it was his kidneys or something. I think it was, or appendix.
Yeah.
So besides that, the man's been healthy. So let him test the market. If he gets a deal somewhere, he gets a deal. But the Dolphins have shown interest. They do want him back. And if he doesn't get what he's looking for, he'll come back to Miami. And listen, I want Van Ginkel. I really do want Van Ginkel. But
Van Ginkel is he never got enough snaps. Whenever he's on the field, he makes a fucking play.
I agree, Ron. And hey, you know, Ron, that's why I was even more mad at the fact that we traded for Bradley Chubb. I was actually wanting to see Van Ginkel's growth at that
right.
point.
So, Burvin.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
like we had.
Did we really need Chubb at that time?
If we wanted Chubb, we could have
We
traded
did.
for
That's
Chubb
right,
this
Pete.
offseason.
For some reason, elsewhere. Like I feel
again, Pete. Again, everybody that wants to rank on Chubb, let's put two factors in. We were the only team that was above 500 at the time, when we had the lowest amount of sacks at 15.5 sacks prior to the Bradley Chubb trade. Again, Manuel Ogba was battling an injury. Again, I don't understand how this works because you have to report injuries, right? That's what you have to do that. If you're injured, you got to put that on the injury report. You got to put that out. Supposedly, Ogba got hurt in the preseason, and we didn't hear about Ogba having a back issue to the 3rd or 4th week. So that being said, like the Dolphins made a move. They knew Ogba would probably miss some time, if not miss the year. We got to go get a guy. Back injuries are very serious. You got to take that into effect, especially a guy that big. They went and got Chubb, and it worked out because maybe they knew all along. Hold on, maybe the Chubb move was to entice Vic Fangio. At the end of the day, the Dolphins wanted to get Vic Fangio. This man drafted Chubb. He drafted Chubb. Listen, you got the guy you drafted. That was your first overall pick when you were a head coach. We got him in. We got a young defense.
It's like Denver hiring a Hackett, hoping to get Aaron Rodgers.
That's exactly. I guess we could look. I didn't look at it like that, but at the same time. Like, this is what I'm talking about. You're right, Batman. That's good. That's a good way. That's a very good point. But at the same time, I'm just talking about the two players when I seen them in Dolphin uniform. I'm not going to lie to you, dude. Van Ginkel looks more explosive. He had more speed in his game. Van Ginkel in a Dolphin uniform for what he did for the Dolphins compared to Bradley Chubb, Van Ginkel looks like the better player, dude. I'm sorry to tell you.
Look at how many.
I tell you what, though. I want you.
Take the amount of that Van Ginkel had and the amount of impact plays he had per snap. I guarantee one of the top 60.
And also, you guys forget this.
Alex, you gotta let Ron talk. He's already low, bro.
Sorry. So I'm Ron. My bad, bro. I'm sorry, Ron. Go ahead, man.
What I was saying was that you got to look at Van Ginkel's impact plays versus the number of snaps. When I say impact plays, I mean tackles for loss, quarterback sacks, strip sacks, interceptions, block punts. If you look at the number of snaps he played versus the number of impact plays, I guarantee you he's near the top of the NFL.
Probably. I don't look at stats.
Special teams wise, he was more in special teams than he was rotation.
And here's another thing is with Chubb.
He made a play. He had an interception last year. He had a forced fumble. He had a touchdown off a block punt. Phillips blocked the punt, but Van Ginkel
sick like that.
But here's another thing.
He makes a play, and I wish they would have given him more playing time. That's all. I would like to see him develop as a Dolphin.
But here's another thing with the Chubb thing.
Ron.
As soon I love AVG. I love AVG. Don't get me wrong as well. But I tell you this. When Chubb came aboard, you saw Phillips take off. As soon as Chubb became a Dolphin.
Good point.
I mean, they did
increase their
tremendously with Chubb. Chubb didn't get a ton of sacks, but as a whole defense, their sack count did it double before
Phillips popped off.
Listen,
after Chubb came in.
Hey, listen, all I know is that we have
up, Irving?
upgrades at the outside
That's
linebacker.
true.
What's up, Batman? Like we got Malik
Oh,
Reed,
Irving,
right?
what's
He's
up,
an
bro?
upgrade over Andrew Van Ginkel. He's somebody that has experience
What's up,
with
Irv?
Big Fangio and his scheme. The guy had
Hey, no,
Irv, what's up, bro?
you can't deny Jalen Phillips
what's up,
popped
y'all? What's going
off
on?
Irving,
when
what's
Chubb
up?
came in.
What's up, y'all? I was just
What's up,
I was
Irv?
just saying, you know, I think in my opinion, I think you know you get an outside linebacker like Malik Reed, who I think is a vast improvement over what Andrew Van Ginkel was on that outside linebacker. I mean, this is a guy that Vic
Who
Fangio
have
has
more stats,
familiarity with.
Irvin? Who
Hold
have
on,
more
Pete. Hold
stats and
on.
more tackles?
Hold on, Pete. Hold on, Pete.
We're not worried about Malik Reed.
Malik Reed had
What?
7 sacks and 8 sacks 2 years in a row
I mean-
in Denver under Fangio.
Yeah, I mean the guy had 8 sacks. The guy had 8 sacks, 53 tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 17 quarterback hits when he was with Denver. And this is a guy, bro. Imagine, and you improved. And listen, and you improved in the Mike linebacker position. A guy that can, you know, I think has had I think among 15. He's one of the highest graded linebackers.
Wait a minute. Is it
Overall
Malik Reed a
linebackers in the
Mike?
draft.
Is it Malik Reed a Mike?
Malik Reed's an edge rusher.
No,
he's
Malik Reed is an
outside
outside linebacker. Now, I'm
Okay.
saying I'm just covering different positions. And he made an
Okay.
upgrade at the Mike
bad.
linebacker.
Sorry.
Yeah,
He
with
would be
David Long Jr.
he would be an upgrade with over Melvin Ingram as of this moment.
Yeah, and the thing is, you got yourself a guy who's a top 10. Like if you according to PFF, he's a top 10. You know, pass rusher, top 10 run stuffer. He had an 89 grade overall in terms of stopping the run. He's decent in pass coverage. Like overall, I think he was a top 15 middle linebacker. Linebacker overall. Like the guy, you're talking about 2 positions of upgrades over guys that we used to have in the Landon Roberts. That was he was he at times was good against the run, but was a total liability in pass coverage. Now you got a guy who's
Irv,
instinctual.
do you think Melvin Ingram's gone?
Yeah, with
I think Melvin.
That's actually hold on. That's actually a question I want to present right now for you guys. So my question is, let's say Miami goes and decides to get another Mike linebacker in the draft, right? But if you would get the right deal again for the same price, same exact price, and don't get me wrong, we know Van Ginkel's younger, but if you had to choose between Van Ginkel and Melvin Ingram, who would you take next season if you could bring one of them back?
That's a tough one. That's a real tough
He
one.
was very productive when he was on the field, but he's also 10 years older.
Yes.
The only reason, Batman, the only reason why I'll say Melvin Ingram, I think because we're in a Super Bowl ready team right now with this roster. He gives us more experience.
Whether to bring back
and he'll come in cheaper. He'll come in cheaper.
Whether to bring in Melvin Ingram.
Really like Melvin Ingram.
That's a good point.
Melvin Ingram or Van Ginkel?
No, I would bring back Melvin Ingram because the problem is that Andrew Van Ginkel wants he wants more playing time. He wants more snaps, and he's going to be too expensive to retain. So I just don't think he's going to be an option for this team. And we're already pretty deep in linebacker. Like, remember, Channing Tindall is probably going to be.
Wants to bounce, he can bounce. I can see MCJB going to the Patriots or the Raiders
Yeah, I think they'll bring back Melvin Ingram. I think they bring back Melvin Ingram to probably play the Andrew Van Ginkel role. They got Malik Reed, another outside linebacker, as part of that deep rotation.
That's good. I like that.
I like the Malik
Yeah,
Reed.
and now you got David Long. He's gonna play that Mike. You're gonna kick Jerome Baker to the outside. You're gonna have Melvin Ingram next to David Long Jr. in that 3-4 scheme. So that's gonna be your linebacker, right?
You're forgetting one thing.
Yeah.
We're losing a top special teams player, and our special teams suck already. Okay, so keep that in mind. He probably plays as many snaps on special teams as he does on defense, and he made plays on special teams. Now,
that's why you brought back Duke Riley. He's going to be your main linebacker, being on special teams.
Yeah, but I like.
All right, Batman. I'm gonna get off.
How many impact plays?
Have a good night. Irvin,
all right,
have a good night, guys.
Bye,
Ron, have a good night. Cap later.
Take care, bro.
Have a good night, bro.
Good
night, guys.
Good night, man.
Alex, look at the video. Alex, look at the video one more time and think about when I said it could be used as double standards. Maybe you'll go to sleep better, buddy.
Why would you tell him to watch it again, bro? Come on.
Because I
man.
know he's
Come
really
man.
mad at that.
What's
He's
up,
really
Lakers all day? Lakers all day.
What is it about? Lakers in the building.
What's up, man? Hey, man.
What's up,
Hey,
babe?
listen, bro. I love defense.
Yeah, what's
right?
up, Lakers all day? Long time no see, bro.
So,
Going on?
man. Hey, yo, listen, bro. Our defense can be number one. If everybody's healthy on the defense,
it can be legendary. Yes,
we can be legendary, but we
Bro.
just have to stay healthy. That's it.
Lakers all day, bro. We got so much versatility on this defense. It's not even funny, bro. Like you got literally,
Damn,
shit,
who's that?
damn, bro.
You gotta love Greer for getting as much depth and quality
That's
depth
a dope
as he's
picture.
got at secondary. He saw what happened last year. We lost Needham, we lost Brandon Jones, we lost Byron Jones, we lost Trill Williams, and we had no depth.
But you're getting but the beautiful thing is that you're getting those. You're getting now though. Now that those positions of weakness because of the injuries, that now you're getting all those guys back healthy next year. Plus, you upgraded across opposite of opposite of Xavier Howard. You know, and then the guy's versatile. Like the guy can definitely play. You know, Xavier. Jalen Ramsey could play, bro. He could play free safety. He could play in the box. He could be that rover safety. He could be, bro. He could even play as a linebacker, bro. You could put him in the slot.
The guys that are coming back are
outside
going to be starters. That's the best thing.
That's why Miami, when Miami made when Miami made the trade for Jalen Ramsey, that's why Miami didn't make a move for Jordan Poyer because of Jalen
Ramsey. Worried about the offense. I don't even know why y'all are talking about the defense. You need to be worried about the offensive line and the weak ass tight ends.
Sean Elliott, though, don't forget that, Irving. They still went and got Sean Elliott. So that's another fan.
That's true too. That's true too.
So I gotta believe
that's true too. Cheaper option too. Younger too.
I don't even think our linebackers are upgrades, dude.
I'm
younger. Not buying this.
Cheaper and
younger.
What?
Linebackers are no upgrade.
Yep, I agree.
We
Ron.
got one good linebacker. That's it.
Our linebackers are trash.
Wait. You saying Malik is not an upgrade? Malik and
our defense is good, but
Malik and Long weren't upgrades over Landon Roberts. Wait. You're telling me? Hold on. You mean to tell me that
trash?
Are you telling me? Hold on. Are you telling me David Long is not an upgrade? David Long is not an upgrade from Landon Roberts? Are you really gonna tell me that?
Long and Malik are trash.
The only thing I gotta say is last season, Channing Tindall was there and Leo Chanel was there. Both of those guys were available. We went with Channing Tindall instead of Leo Chanel. Leo Chanel went to the Chiefs and got us a Super Bowl ring.
That's another thing. I'm glad you reminded me, Cap. David Long is not a guaranteed.
Talk to him, Cap. Talk to him.
How you gonna rate a pick after 1 year? Come on, man. Let's see how their careers turn out. You're gonna rate a pick after 1 year.
Tyndall takes David Long's spot, and we got Jerome Baker and Tyndall right there in the middle.
Man. You can't rate a pick
Right.
after 1 year.
Hey, I like that. I like that freaking Tyndall and Davis in the middle. Ooh, that's nice.
You would think that'd be nice. You would think it would be nice.
Yeah, but you would think it'd be nice. Yeah, but Bleezy, the odds of that happening. I mean, like if Tyndall didn't play a full season last year, he didn't play rotational last year. What are the odds of Tyndall starting?
Okay, Cap.
We gotta see where Banjo.
Okay, Cap. So what do you think? Or do you think Tyndall's not a starter?
Hold on.
No, he's rotational. He has to be. If you're putting in Jerome Baker as rotational and that's starter.
Wait a minute. But Cap, but you got to see it like this. If Boyer and Flores, again, we're not going to turn this into Flores talk. I'm just saying, if Boyer and Flores felt that they had the answers with the Landon Roberts at middle linebacker. And that was,
we have an
and
answer
that was your,
linebacker.
and that was your answer. And that was your answer for middle linebacker. Now you're bringing in a guy that specializes on the defensive side when it comes to linebackers with Vic Fangio. And he's gonna get to see Tyndall and see, okay, can this guy, understand the playbook? Because a lot of people, there's rumors out there that him and the playbook were a big thing.
Batman, real quick.
Whether it's BS or not, Vic Fangio is looking at this linebacking unit and he's seeing it. This is the beauty of it. He is seeing it just like we've been wanting for the last 20-something.
As of today, Batman, how many linebackers on the roster?
Fangio is licking his chops.
And it's not
That's
bad.
good
It's not
nuts.
you got guys, you got
Somebody's got
athletic
8 or 9 right
linebackers
now.
now. You got linebackers. Listen. You now have more linebackers that are very fast. They're athletic. They can move very well.
Well, we had
sideline to
9
sideline.
linebackers
They can
last
cover
season.
now.
If we have more than 9
You know,
that are fast and
We
athletic,
don't know if we do have those
listen, David Long.
linebackers.
Look, I'm gonna look. Listen. This is
David Long has zero
listen. This
We
is
hope
just
we have
me
those
showing you.
linebackers. We don't know if we have those linebackers.
Again,
we had 9, and out of those 9, we had a problem.
Listen, give me a minute, guys. I'm gonna read you an interesting statistic. Right, our linebacking core allowed a league high 11 touchdowns and the 4th highest completion percentage in coverage. All right, it was 79.4%. All right, and you're talking about a guy that only allowed 1 touchdown. David Long Jr. only allowed 1 touchdown. David Long Jr. only allowed 1 touchdown in 158 career throws against him.
MCJB.
1 touchdown. One touchdown in 158 career throws against him.
In the building, baby.
Wait till Bobby Wagner lines up next.
Yo, what's good, fellas?
Yes,
that's what I'm hoping we get.
Listen, do you understand how I understand how significant that statistic is? Our linebackers allowed 11 touchdowns last year, and the 4th highest completion percentage, 70. Let me see, 70. What was it? 79.4%. David Long only allowed 1 touchdown in 158 throws against him. That's just a mind-numbing stat of how much David Long provides an improvement to our pass coverage.
That's Big Fangio upgrading our defense.
For all you guys wondering about Kendall, think about it, guys. It wasn't just the defense. No rookies played last year. None of our draft.
No, and they're not going to play this year.
And remember, this is going to be a scheme.
They're not going to play this year either.
I don't think that had anything to do with ability.
Wait, who we talking about?
Or physicality.
Any rookies playing this year.
I think it has to do with they want them assimilated to the scheme. They don't want them not knowing where to go on certain situations. They wanted the veterans in there, the guys who knew what they were doing.
How would a rookie break this starting lineup, offensive or defensive? Seriously.
Because many high draft picks break the starting lineup.
If you play good in practice, yeah.
I mean, where are they going to break in at? Maybe defensive tackle, maybe? Offensive line?
Hell no, Bleezy. There's no rookie that's going to start on this team this upcoming.
That's what I'm saying, Pete.
There could have been arguments. There could have been many arguments.
I will tell you this. Hold on, Ron. I will tell you this. If they do draft, if they fall, a right tackle or the right tight end in the second round, they could be your starters. They could be your starters. They could be your starters.
That's true.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And that's fine. I'll take offensive line.
You're in both.
Again, it's not going to be given to them, Pete. But if they, let's say hypothetically speaking, that we draft that Ohio State right tackle in the second round, and this guy is he's 6'8", he's a beast.
Who's the tackle from Ohio State?
Darnell Washington is a tight end.
No, Darnell Washington is a tight end, but that's the tight end I'm talking about. But
you mean
if Darnell Washington is there,
I can't hear you guys. I can't hear you guys.
If Darnell Washington is there at 52, which I don't think he is, but if he is, you better believe he's going to be your starting tight end, Pete. I promise you that.
I was just gonna say that. I don't even think if we draft a tight end, they're gonna start over Durham Smythe at this point. Like I really believe Durham Smythe is our starting tight end heading into the year. You guys gotta really live with that. Really believe
we'll see. We'll see.
That's why. Look, this is why I'm saying to myself, these draft picks that we have are in positions that it's kind of crappy for us to get a position of need player. They're gonna get picked right before we go, or they're gonna get dealt right before we get picked, right when our pick comes up. Why not just package the deal for a proven player? Not necessarily a running back, but if you know you need guard help, try to package it in with another team until the trade deadline comes, or not the trade deadline, until the draft comes up. Because as of right now, what are you going to do with the draft capital you have? You can't do a lot.
Hey, Cap,
And here's another thing, Cap.
Greer might trade down, pick up another 4th and 5th round, for trading down in the 2nd round. You don't know.
We've done that before, bro. What does that do? Get us back to this spot.
Exactly, Cap for life. Because this is what happens with our draft picks
over the last 3 years.
With our draft picks,
they built a hell of a roster over the last 3 years.
They walk away.
Yeah, we had 31 free agents, and out of that hell of a roster, we only signed 6.
Listen, all I know.
I went through this 5 minutes ago. How many drafted homegrown players we have? They're not all free agents.
We have Xavier Howard, Jerome Baker. You guys don't want either one of them here.
Let me
we got like 8 to 10
Jalen
guys.
Phillips, Christian
we got like
Wilkins,
10 guys.
Raekwon Davis.
The only guy you want is Wilkins, but Wilkins is expendable in my opinion.
The only guy, what, you don't want Jalen
I don't know why. I don't.
You want Jalen Phillips?
I don't.
Are you out of your mind?
Wait, hold on. Hang on.
No. Wilkins,
hang on.
Wilkins and Jalen are only first rounders on the defense, man. That's it.
Wait. But you're not saying you would trade them, right?
No. I'm just saying as far as draft capital first round wise, you have Wilkins, you have Jalen, right? That is solidified. You have Jalen Waddle on the offensive side. You got 3 first rounders that are solidified on this team alone. The rest are free agents, and we only got 6 out of the 31 free agents coming back.
Javon Holland. What about Javon Holland?
Xavier
No,
Howard.
Javon Holland's a 2nd round pick. He's not a first rounder. What I'm saying in general is the talent. Ron, hold on. You're gonna catch a heart attack. Let me finish, Ron. Hold on. Okay, let me finish, Ron. Hold on. I'm trying to answer your question. Now, if you're telling me out of those 3 first rounders, everybody else is expendable, in my opinion, because everybody else keeps getting hurt, like you guys keep saying.
Come on.
I don't agree with Zach Zeiler. I don't agree with that because Zach Zeiler is very good.
No, Zach Zeiler's a beast. I'm talking about first round talent wise. Wilkins is expendable. Jalen is a lock. And Waddle is, I don't know about Waddle yet, bro. He keeps dropping passes.
Oh, hell no. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that.
I'm just saying, everybody else is like, you don't have to worry about. But as far as first round talent, if you want to make a move for more capital, I say trade Wilkins.
Cap, I gotta address that. Hold on.
I'll do this.
Hang on. Look. Why would you trade Wilkins? Why? Explain to me, please. Hang on. So you're gonna trade it because you have Zach Zeiler. And Zach Zeiler is going to give you the same production as Wilkins. That's what you're trying to say to me, right?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You trade. Mind you, so you guys have an idea. Zach Zeiler played 76% of the snaps last year, right? Wilkins was in the 80 or 90% percentile as far as snaps that he took. That being said, who takes the snaps next to Zeiler? If you don't, are you going to tell me Raekwon Davis?
Really? That's a question you need to ask Chris Greer. Because Chris Greer,
hold
on. Chris Greer is over here getting secondary help.
Raekwon,
you want to answer the question, and then you guys talk right over me. It's like difficult for me to answer the question.
Hang on. So
one at a time.
So we're saying Raekwon Davis, or you're saying you're gonna get capital.
You guys are talking over me.
You're gonna get capital because you're saying you're gonna trust Greer to draft somebody. Is that what you're trying to tell me, Cap?
Well, let me answer the question. It's like you guys are asking me questions and you answer it for me, and then everybody starts dogpiling. Give me 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Okay, what was your question, Batman?
So you trade Wilkins. You trade Wilkins for draft capital, right?
If we need draft capital, yes, in a heartbeat.
Now, I ask you, though, if I ask you, Cap, what would you need draft capital for when we're trying to win a Super Bowl?
Well, we're complaining about tight end. We're complaining about right guard. We're complaining about right tackle. Those are 3 spots right there, right?
Those are the only 3 spots.
I'm not even bringing up running back. I'm being nice.
The trade that I would love to happen.
So you would trade Wilkins for a pro right tackle, right guard? Is that what you're saying?
What are we complaining about?
Absolutely not.
I wouldn't do that.
Why would you make
a hole? What position of need are we complaining about right now?
Why would you try to fill one hole?
It's not complaining.
You're never going to have a perfect balance, bro. You're never going to have a perfect balance.
That's the point.
You're not.
You have to give. You have to give to get.
You can have a weak link on your offensive line and still play decent.
You're literally taking the workhorse of your defense that doesn't miss any games, that led the NFL in tackles on the defensive line, and this guy's an energy.
Fangio fixing with the linebackers.
And he brings energy. No, I'm not saying
by your logic, Fangio will fix that problem with the linebackers.
Improve the linebackers. He's gonna improve the linebackers. It's not the answer to our defense. We don't know what Fangio's gonna.
Secondary and the linebackers with Fangio's MO.
And the cornerbacks, we don't know exactly how Fangio's gonna scheme it.
So you're telling me that Fangio specializes in secondary help with
linebackers. He specializes in linebackers.
Wilkins for it.
I'm not complaining about Wilkins. What you're trying to tell me is you're going to take the workhorse out of your defense, a guy that doesn't miss games, a guy that is the locker room guy for your offense, for your defense. Not for your offense. Not for your offense.
That's Dylan Phillips, that's Chubb, that's Javon Holland. I got too many studs on the defensive front to worry about Wilkins.
This is your energy guy, bro. Like, you don't listen. Not only is this an energy
guy on the offensive line,
you want to get rid of a guy that doesn't miss games? Really?
Cap, here's the big
you want to get rid of a guy that doesn't miss games?
Cap, here's the big question. We were number 6. Wait. We
were need guys like this, Pete. You need guys like this. You need guys like Wilkins. When you're playing in a playoff game, he's going to tell you, man, the fuck up. You do need these guys. So you can't tell me that.
We were number 6. We were number 6 in a Cap. Listen, Cap, we were number 6 in offense.
I'm not going to trade Wilkins for a right tackle. That's ridiculous.
We were number 6.
Bro, you know what's ridiculous? Complaining about the offensive line like you've been doing, Batman, all season, and then not want to fix it. That's ridiculous. You've been complaining about the offensive line the whole season.
I would love to have a right tackle.
Guys, look at the.
To me, I would love a right tackle.
How ridiculous when you've been complaining about the offensive line the whole season.
How do you not want a right tackle?
Hang on. I would love a right tackle more than anybody. I would love a left guard, especially the best one still being a free agent. But why the fuck would I trade one of my biggest pieces on defense to go get me that when you can get these guys on the cheap?
I'm not saying you don't trade that fucking team.
Doesn't make sense.
And when our offense was number 6 last year with this offensive line, and
what doesn't make sense is you thinking we're going to make all these moves in the draft with only 2 draft picks.
Let me finish.
Calm down, Ron.
Ron, you got to calm down, man. You're screaming all over the place. I know you want to get heard, but every time somebody says something, you want a piece of the pie. Just calm down. Calm down.
I'm just saying we were number 6 in offense last year with this offensive line, and you want to weaken the defense, which we were 29th in the NFL last year.
Our offensive line is weak from what you're telling me, so we can't make it strong.
Back off the pie. Back off the pie.
Yeah, but this is the issue, Ron. You got to remember, look, our run defense was one of the top of the league, right? Where we have to take, okay, so look, if we get rid of Christian Wilkins, then we can expect our rush defense, to probably go to 12. To probably go to 12.
Yeah.
But our problem last year was our secondary.
That's true.
That got upgraded. That got upgraded. So we're a more balanced team.
If you get my O-line from 25 to top 10, I'll be okay.
Now,
we're not getting rid of
it. End of the season, we were top 10, Cap. We were top 10.
Kristen Wirfs or a Panay Sewell.
Unfortunately, we didn't have that was the problem. And Chris Ware, at least this year, is addressed that.
Nowhere.
We're trading good
may
for
retire
good.
a Dolphin.
It's not going to be good for trash. This is what I'm saying. Tua's blind side is more important than a Christian Wilkins right now on this team. That's what I want you guys to understand. Can we agree to that?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We've been complaining about an O-line for a long time. We've got the defense set, but we're complaining about a nose tackle.
Christian Wilkins is a staple, though. Have you seen him bouncing off the sidelines after a touchdown? Do you want to get rid of a guy like that?
Last season was his best season. I get you. Last season was his best season. But the odds of him having 2 seasons like that,
you don't get rid of a guy like that.
He's got it since he's been on the team, Cap. Yes, last year was his best, but he's gotten better and better every time he's been on the team.
I just can't stand the way they approach this offensive line. You know, you got glaring holes at the left guard and right tackle. I mean, Liam Meikenberg is the 75th ranked.
I mean,
no. Irving, they cannot complain about the O-line, Irving. They cannot complain about the O-line if they're not winning the fixing.
Healthy, like Bro,
what are they
look what
gonna
they
do?
brought in.
Draft
They brought in guys like Caleb Spain
Zeppelin in the
and all these
second round?
backup guys that are
We're
just
gonna
depth
fucking
guys. They're not
draft
even.
a fucking offensive lineman.
They're not
I will
clear
not let you-
upgrades, bro.
I am not gonna let you tell me that
Batman,
Eichenberg's
what
gonna
are you
start
doing?
over the homie. He's not gonna start over the homie. He's
Batman.
not. He's
Now
not.
he smokes
What are you talking
cigarettes
about?
He's not.
Hey,
He's not
Batman,
gonna
so what
overstart
are
the
you
homie
doing?
we signed.
If we could get
No, I agree with that, but I'm just
if we could get an all-pro type right tackle, all-pro. He doesn't necessarily have to be all-pro because Christian Wilkins is not all-pro.
Damn, how can you hate that face?
You see what I'm saying? So
That's a face
if
you
we
love
could
to
get
love.
a production right tackle, who are you picking, Batman? Wilkins,
yeah, but my problem
the same
is
level,
you
or
didn't
right
you didn't
tackle
bring in you
to
didn't bring in
protect your
you didn't bring in.
quarterback?
Yeah,
Right,
I'm
but
all
you didn't.
for
You didn't
building the offensive
answer.
line.
hey,
You
listen,
guys can
listen. You
answer
got
after Batman. I just want to know what Batman's answer is first.
If you could give me, if you're gonna tell me that, and he gives you the same production as far as what he
the
brings
same
to the field,
energy, the same everything. It's just pick one.
I will take Christian Wilkins. I will take
Thank
Christian Wilkins.
What?
I will take Christian Wilkins.
Christian Wilkins. We
Yeah.
got more depth than me. You caught me by shot, dude.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah,
you
but
could get.
why would you want to get rid of Christian Wilkins?
Okay, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this real quick. If you were able to trade Christian Wilkins to get capital, let's say you get offensive line capital, are you okay signing Calais Campbell to a 1-year deal?
Yeah, of course.
Look at
I don't know how Miami's gonna feel about it, but I mean, because he did kill Tannehill's career. I don't know how Miami Dolphin fans are gonna feel about that, but I wouldn't mind.
Will that fix your
mind.
void? Will that fix your void?
He is 36, 37 years old though. Cap.
We just need 1 year. That's all we need.
I got you. I got you. At least 2 years, at least.
Yeah, but I don't know why you guys keep moving the goalposts, man.
Within
this is the time to win now, bro.
In reality, the Dolphins
gave him another year.
In reality, the Dolphins are not.
Go ahead, Irving. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. In reality, I don't think the Dolphins are going to move on from Christian Wilkins. I think eventually he's going to get an extension done with the Dolphins. Like, he's a staple of this defensive line. Like, his versatility is very unique. That's what makes him very, very special. He's not only he's an elite run defender, he's an above average pass rusher, and he can play anywhere across the defensive line, bro. And you can use him on offense. I don't think he's going anywhere.
You have a better chance of Dan Marino coming out of retirement and playing for the Dolphins than Christian Wilkins getting traded. All right, that's just straight up. That ain't gonna happen.
Let me tell you this though. I would like for them to incorporate. If they do give him the extension, I would like for them to incorporate him more on the offensive front because you know he can do it. He can.
Hey guys, one thing about
he can. He can play fullback. Yeah.
Keep this in mind, guys.
Yeah.
Our running backs average 4.9 yards a carry. That's the highest any of our running backs have averaged in 20, 25 years. So the problem,
everybody keeps falling for that stat, but when it comes to December, that stat goes down the window.
But that stat is entirely skewed, bro. I'll give you.
Yeah, I don't fall for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that is not a good. I don't fall in love with that stat.
We didn't stick with the run enough, Irving. That's the problem.
But there's a reason why Mike McDaniel abandoned it. I know why.
He ran the ball 7 times in one half and 11 times in another half when they were gouging him for 15 and 12-yard runs. The problem is,
then he fumbled.
We didn't stick with the run long enough. If he learns from his mistakes, McDaniel, he's a running backs guru. He's a running game guru. If he sticks with the game plan or adjusts his game plan,
he's an offensive guru.
If the running game is working and he sticks with it, Tua didn't get a lot of sacks last year. Okay, the running game was.
I mean, every year's like that. He barely gets sacked. Compared to most quarterbacks, Tua doesn't get sacked as much because he can evade pressure within the pocket.
Right, but also there weren't as many pressures, and the running game was serviceable. If he would have stuck with it, it would have been a decent running game. So listen, are there 2 weak links in the offensive line? Absolutely. If we fill one of them, so you have 1 weak link, and you put a tight end on his side, and you got Alec Ingold in the backfield that's helping out blocking, you can handle one flaw in the offensive line. When you got across the front, even if you got Austin Jackson playing right tackle, you got Robert Hunt, who's on the verge of being a Pro Bowl guard. You got Connor Williams, top 3 center last year. We fill that left guard hole.
Top 5 run blocking center.
Okay,
top
you know
5 run
what?
blocking center.
Ron,
He finished number 6 overall. 6 overall. He
But he's
finished in
good.
the
He's
centers.
solid.
we fill
Yeah,
the
he's
left guard.
solid.
Pro
We fill
Bowl
the left guard spot with
isn't
somebody.
anything big
Wait,
anymore.
We fill the left guard spot with an upgrade, and we stuffed Ron Armstead. So from Rob Hunt all the way across, you have a solid line. You just have to worry about helping out Jackson form, and you can do that with a tight end and with a fullback. So this offensive line is not in disarray, guys. It's not horrible. It's not crap. Can it use upgrades? Absolutely. Are there flaws?
I disagree, Ron. You got 2 glaring holes on the offensive line, and 2 positions that Tua that he really needs. Like, you need a guy that can on his right side. He's a left-handed quarterback. You need a guy on the right side to protect him when he doesn't see. And you need a left guard. And you need a left guard to keep the passing lanes clear and where he can step up into the pocket. If you don't fix those things and you're rolling with these same guys, you're gonna have a problem next year. Just like all these years in the past that we've had.
Are you telling me that we didn't upgrade the left guard with Dan Feeney? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Irving?
No, we didn't. He's just I would say he's a slight upgrade over Liam Eichenberg. But you compare dog water to dog crap, bro. Like I really don't.
Sometimes
Wait a minute.
Batman, the Jets are happy.
How many
he's gone.
pressures last year did you see coming from the right tackle spot, or did they come from up the middle? When Tua gets in trouble, it's because he gets 2 steps and someone's in his face and he can't step up and throw. It has nothing to do.
Well, I agree because you don't have the left because your left guard can't pick up stunts to save his life, and he has to get away more to his right, or he just doesn't know what to do with the football. And your right tackle has been a revolving door for years, man.
Tell me what you guys.
This guy in 2020, you still don't have a blindside protector for this guy, bro. Like, it's ridiculous.
Whatever, you don't see guys flying around the end, nailing Tua from the right tackle spot. That's my point. When he gets pressure,
Jesse Davis,
it's from out the middle. Right. That was
AJ Epinesa. Good point, Batman. Good point, Batman.
Yeah, but Jesse Davis isn't on the team now, bro.
Bro, he broke his ribs because Jesse Davis was slow to get to his block, bro. He completely whipped on his pass block and let AJ Epinesa get a clean hit on Tua, which let him miss the 3 games, bro. I don't understand that. I think if this guy is our franchise quarterback, we need to do whatever it takes to protect him. The Bengals didn't waste time when it came to protecting Joe Burrow, bro. They got
we'll end the day with this one. So Jose Valdez is right. You guys act as if the season is starting next week. Relax. There will be plenty of offensive tackles and guards that will be released before the season starts for them to pick from. Calm down with the O-line. And I agree.
Bro, tell that to China and Russia, bro.
Hang on. Am I frustrated? That the Dolphins haven't signed Dalton Risner? Hell yeah, I am. I'm not going to lie. I am. But I'm not mad at Greer. I mean, he brought in Dan Feeney to compete for that left guard position with Robert Jones and Eichenberg. He did do that. He is telling Greer's telling me that Austin Jackson is probably going to be our right tackle, which I understand. That's how he feels. He saw potential for whatever reason. I know he drafted him, but he saw potential. So what I really want to do, if you're going to sit here and tell me that Austin Jackson is going to be my right tackle, then bring back Shell, because I know Shell's the better player.
Exactly.
Bring back Shell. But if you're telling me you're not bringing back Shell, is because you want no damn competition for Austin Jackson. And God forbid he goes down, you're going to put Lamb now at right tackle. And I don't want to see that. So my point is, I think if I was a betting man, I think the Dolphins are definitely going to invest in 2 O-line in the draft with the 4 picks that we got. As stupid as that might sound for all of us, I see it happening. I really do. I really do see it.
And I really think Batman, and I really wish they would have drafted. I really wish they would have addressed either one of the positions in free agency and get one in the draft. Like, if you wanted to upgrade left guard, you get a Reisner or you get an Asumalu. Address that, and then in free agents, and then in free agency, and then in the draft, you get yourself a Bergeron. You can get yourself a Darnell Wright or whatever right tackle, bro. Or the guy from BYU.
I mean, how about the guy?
I thought that was going to do, and they didn't do any of that.
How about the guy Flyer from LA who can play right guard, left guard, or right tackle?
Listen, there's a lot of guys still out there. We don't know what Greer's doing. He did say that he wants to address the right tackle position. It came out like 4 or 5 days ago.
Comment.
So yeah, go ahead.
Batman, to Jose's comment, you know what? Remember the slogan under Greer now? F those picks. F those picks, bro. That's it. What we need to do.
Hey, we're going all in. Like Cap, we said it. We're all going all in, man.
What
We're
do we
going
have?
all in.
What do we have?
A second. We have the 52nd, the
6th,
83rd, 214, and I believe 253.
You know what
Top of my
I
head.
say? Give up those 4 picks to the Browns. Let's get the family over here. Let's trade for Nick Chubb. And then if we can even get the other linebacker, Cole Musu, whatever his name is, get those 2 guys from the Browns, give them the 4 draft picks, and let's go. That's what I
So
say.
he's not. They don't want to trade him. They don't want to trade him. But we'll go on. We'll have that conversation tomorrow. Hey, look, I appreciate everybody today, man. I hope you guys were able to hear me good. Like again, I got the new microphone. Shout out to the homie Roach. Got the Roadcaster. Shout out to the homie Roach. I'm learning how to use this. I'm actually gonna go back and watch the episodes to see how it sounded. But
you got the sound effects and all that stuff.
Yeah, I got the board. I've been wanting this thing for 4 years, but it was too damn expensive. So shout out to the homie Roach for helping me out. We made a trade, so hopefully it works out. But yeah, much love to everybody. I really do appreciate it. Tomorrow, Dan Feeney, I'm gonna try my best. See if we can get Dan Feeney on the episode. We'll see what we can do. But hey, listen, Madden cover, Madden cover star.
Bro. Do not
Pete,
disappoint
look at
us.
that.
I'm sorry.
I love the mullet.
Dude,
Look at that.
it is hilarious, Batman.
Look at that.
It's hilarious.
Dan Feeney, if you do come on here, I apologize for calling you dog water. I hope you you show out and get rid of it and start over this guy Liam Eichenberg.
And he loves your mullet.
The mullet looks good too. Yeah, the mullet looks good too, bro. I believe in you. I believe in you.
The face of a winner.
And look, check it out, guys. Like he already this is just me, but check it out. He's already made the Madden cover already. Did you see it, Pete? Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw that one.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Awesome.
He looks like he looks like
he's wearing.
Oh yeah, baby. He looks like a young version of Bob Kuchenberg, bro. Let's go.
This is starting to look like, you know what? This is starting to look like Jesse Davis all over again. If I see this play at right tackle, imagine he's the opening right tackle right in the season opener. Matthew Judon is gonna slip right past him. All right,
Put
guys,
some
have a good
respect.
night.
Exactly, Jose. Dan Feeney, aka the Tiger
Cool,
King.
man.
Let's go. Hey, much love to everybody, man.
Dan Feeney
Hey,
might
Batman,
be the
real quick.
best
Hey,
guard in the
hey,
game
Pete,
next
to
year
your
in the
point. Hey,
tackle. You never know.
hey, imagine, imagine Feeney at left guard. He's picking up a stunt from Matthew Judon, and he pancakes his ass. That's what
Bro,
I want to see.
I was trying to show the video where Dan Feeney picked up 2 blocks.
If that happens,
Listen, you guys, when you get a chance, look at the video we did on Thursday. We're talking about Dan Feeney. This man literally took on 2 blocks with a spin move. He busted out a spin move. Dan Feeney, he busted out a man. Hold on, man. Let me see if I can look it up. Let me see if I can show y'all. If you think I'm playing,
this is some.
I couldn't believe it.
Here.
You know what I like about him? He's in the division. He's played in the division. He knows our division. Sometimes
here it is. I got it. Check it out.
Well, at least he knows our division.
Pete, tell me this shit is not impressive. Don't laugh, all right? Tell me this shit is not impressive. He's number 69, 66. Look at that again. Look at it again. Blocked, spin move, blocked.
That's great awareness.
Pete, man. Pete, boom.
Hey, stunt. You see what I mean? The stunt. You saw the stunt and the spin move. There you go.
That guy's on-field awareness is. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know what? After looking at this play, it's confirmed. If Feeney is not the starter, it's because he's only here because of Mike White. Just like Armstead is only here for Tua, Feeney might only be here for Mike White. If this guy's not the day 1 starter after looking at
wait. Hold on. Pause. Did we just see a Dolphins offensive lineman picking up a stunt?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
What?
He's automatically the best.
What?
He's automatically the best lineman on the
A
team.
Dolphins left guard picking up a stud. Haven't seen that in a long time.
Pete, Pete, are you telling me, Pete, that you haven't seen any videos of this guy?
I ain't seen much. I mean, I saw some plays, but
Pete,
not
check
much.
this out. Check this out.
Let's go, baby. Yeah, he looks like those.
He looks like Mark Gaskin, though.
Look at that mullet.
Yeah.
And it's poofy in the back, right?
looks like Mark
Is that how a mullet's supposed to be? He got a poofy mullet. That play right there is truly impressive, Batman. That little spin and get back to the other guy.
Hey, look at that. Look at that, bro. Tell me, like, he doesn't put scare into people's eyes, bro. Look at that, bro.
What do you mean? That guy looks like he chases warhogs with no weapons. He just gets them with his bare hands.
He lives next to Seiler in his mobile home in the woods.
Like,
Seiler's
this man
gonna
is
put it
legit,
on
bro.
him. Seiler is gonna put it on Feeney.
This man is legit, Pete. You got to put some respect on Feeney, man. Listen.
I mean, I hope he
Listen,
works
for real,
out.
though. For real, everybody. Much love to everybody. Hit the like button, please. Tomorrow, 8:30 p.m., we'll be cooking. The boss, Dan Feeney. It's Talk About It Tuesdays. Much love to everybody, man. We'll be live on Twitter tomorrow around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Shout out to everybody that came out today, man. Please hit the like button, and let's keep cooking. We're about 24 subscribers away from the Christian Wilkins throwback. And like I said, I got a bunch of jerseys. Tyreek Hill, Devon Holland. I got 2 Sam Madisons. I got a Patrick Surtain. Bunch of stuff, bunch of giveaways, everybody. Much love. Fins up, everybody. Everybody have a blessed evening.
Fins up.